Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Madhouse, the 1086th edition here on June 10th, 2023. And now we get set for the Elite Underground Utility 100 for the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. The original division of NASCAR, we have your starting lineup for the second 100 lapper of the season. Starting on the pole, the beautifully prepared number 3, the Crossroads Body Shop Machine, the Flying Taco. It's Danny Probst. And to his outside, the 10-time champion, 89-time winner in the Citrus Safe Backyard Leisure's number 1 PSR machine from Walnut Cove, North Carolina. It's the ace, Burt Myers.
Starting in row 2, car number 44 in the iHeartRadio machine from Kernersville, North Carolina, Daniel Beeson. Starting outside of him, car number 5 in the Greg Butcher Trucking machine from Pofftown, North Carolina, Randy Butner.
Starting 5th tonight, one of the fan favorites and one of the generational drivers of Bowman Gray and the Brad's Golf Cars Modified, the Wahlberg Pizza and Grill Machine, a 24-time winner. It's the number 74 of Lee Jeffries. And starting to the outside, and boy is this nice to say, in the 6th position, in the number 99, the Crab Smith Machine, a 21-time winner, returns to the seat of a modified tonight for you here at Bowman Gray Stadium from Mount Airy, North Carolina. It's the legendary Frank Fleming.
Oh, to hear that name again, Frank Fleming. Starting behind them, car number 91 in the units moving and storage from King, North Carolina, Junior Snow. Starting outside of him, it's Danny Bond from Mooresville, North Carolina, and North American Construction Modified, car 57.
Danny Bond. I got to pick on you. You're a modified guy. You know better than that.
Oh, sorry.
Danny Bone in the number 57. I love it because my boy JB's never read off lineups like that. He's doing a good job. We're joking about it in the cautions, the commercials, not the cautions. That's
commercials.
That's a racing guy talking about TV.
There you go.
There you go. Anyway, let's get back to the lineup. Starting at 9th tonight in the Colors Edge, number 92 from Statesville, North Carolina. It's Brody Jones, and to the outside from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, the 96-time winner at Bowman Gray Stadium, the 12-time champion, the Hayes Jewelers, Jerry Hunt Supercenters, number 83, it's the Rocket, Tim Brown.
Starting behind them with 7 wins here at Bowman Gray Stadium in car 04, Brandon Ward. Starting outside of him in the car 69 from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, John Holloman III, Superman.
Starting 13th tonight, this is the row called the Brothers Speeney. On the inside will be the number 10, the Carolina Waterjet Machine from King, North Carolina. It's Dan Speeney to the outside, scheduled to start to his outside, but I don't know if we see his car out there right now. The number 37, it's Mike Speeney.
Mike Speeney is not here. I can confirm that. But starting behind them in the car number 16 from Mount Airy, North Carolina, it's the showstopper, Chris Fleming. Starting outside of him, good to hear this name again here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And car number 41 with 4 wins here at the Madhouse from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Brad Robbins.
That is good to hear him announced again at the Madhouse. Starting 17th tonight in a car that was, it's been here for a few weeks, but it's not been the fastest here, but this driver has been working relentlessly to get that machine going. The number 39, Tea-Time Sports and Spirits Machine from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's Gerald Robinson Jr. to the outside in the Myers Brothers number 6 entry, beautiful machine, Greg Butcher Trucking. It's Greg Butcher.
Starting behind them, right here is a very, very good name here to hear. She battled cancer and beat it. And so anybody that has done that and straps into a modified, hey, I'd watch out for her.
That's
car
right.
number 77 in Phoenix Packaging, Susan Harwell. Starting outside of her in the car number 35 machine, Brandon Butner.
And in your final row tonight, the number 14 of Corey Levette. And taking the fans' challenge, folks, and we're going to talk about that right now, dropping to the rear of the field to try to go for a bonus in the QRC HVAC Carolina Drilling number 4, a 38-time winner at Bowman Gray Stadium. It's Jason Myers. Jason Myers did not get the pole, but the top 4 qualifiers in this race here for the 100 lapper get to choose a very special choice. The top 4 guys, if they choose the fans' challenge, they elect to start in the rear of the field. And if they make it up to the top 4, they get a $3,000 bonus. And Jason Myers, one of only one of the drivers in the top 4, the only one that took the fans challenge. So tonight, all eyes will be at the rear of the field at QRC HVAC number 4 to see if he can make the top 4 and get him an extra $3,000 bonus in the fans challenge.
All Jason Myers has to do is keep that chrome horn clean, but he will have to use it some coming up through the field. It's 100 laps. They'll settle in for a little bit, but I'm telling you, the last 20, buckle them up. Mama boy, you better hold them babies tight in Galax, Virginia, because tonight it's the hot modifieds, 100 laps with the cone.
Oh, the cone is back tonight. I wish the cone was at every race, including the Twin 25s, but I'll tell you what, we'll have Twin 50s coming up here. I think we have the cone in those, but the cone tonight will decide some of the action. When we have a caution 811 caution flag, we will see the cone come out. The leader will have his choice, inside or outside, and then subsequently every driver after that. That gives an opportunity for a hard charger to take a risk and try to maybe jump out to the outside and gain a few spots in this lineup, and it will make it very interesting. The drag race to the south turn here at Bowman Gray Stadium on every one of the starts or restarts in the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds is electric.
And I'm telling you, this is new payment here. They've been putting down rubber since the beginning of the season. They had a few practices that they did before the drop of the green flag of the season. They put a lot of rubber down. Today was a hot day. Got the track greasy. But as the cooler temperatures get down here, that outside line is not going to work too good. But I have seen people like Burt Myers, Tim Brown. I've seen Danny Bone make that high side work.
Danny was going to pick on you if you called him Danny Bone.
Well,
he probably would have called you.
You've got me reading paper, and I don't do good reading. I don't do good counting. I know 1-2 Earnhardt, but listen. I'm telling you, this outside line might work for a couple of these guys that know how to make it work. They're going to lay that rubber down. We'll see how it goes, but people are going to take the chance and take that cone, and they're going to have the excitement here tonight.
Oh, boy. About 16,000 people here at Bowman Gray Stadium tonight, and they've all come for this, the NASCAR Modifieds, the featured division here at Bowman Gray Stadium, starting 22 cars strong tonight around the famed quarter mile.
Look at Squeaky smiling. Squeaky
he's loving it. He
smiling.
knows he's on TV.
Nah, he knows it ain't about TV. It's about that feeling that I was telling you about.
The rumble. Oh, look who else is on TV. Higgy and his family are here. Man, we were watching Higgy stuffing a hot dog in his face before. He's got the Flow Racing hat, North Wilkesboro shirt. His family got his kids here at Bowman Gray for the very first time. Got his tickets. I got him some tickets to the race through Ticket Haas, which is new here at Bowman Gray Stadium to buy your tickets electronically. And bought them for him and got it to him within about 20 seconds. It was actually pretty neat to experience that. But Higgy and his family, welcome to Bowman Gray Stadium for the first time for your kids. Always memorable. I've got my little 7-year-old Hudson Gray Dillner sitting here in the booth with me, as well as my nephew Lucas joining us in the booth. And anytime you come to the Madhouse, whether you're an adult or a child alike, this is special.
Absolutely. And I've got my beautiful lady here, Whitney Boyer, that's keeping me in line. Believe it or not, there is somebody that keeps me in line.
Man, you outkicked your coverage.
And here goes my officiating style here that I've got, my gift, and that is we've got debris on the front stretch.
Oh, we do have debris. It's a piece of metal on the front stretch.
I see it. Let's see if the officials see it. And everybody's pointing to them. We got the Madhouse Maniacs here on the front. Good job, cameramen. Good job. They see it, but hey, all these dedicated Madhouse Maniacs, anytime, they've done that with me when I was the assistant flagman here. They get my attention, they let us know something dangerous was on the track.
It looks like it might be a tool.
Dedicated fans here.
You know, a lot of times these guys are wrenching on the cars. It looks like it might be a wrench. What do you think? I'm thinking like it doesn't look like a 3/4. I'm saying maybe like a 7/16.
No, I think it's a 1/2 inch
really?
ratchet, and that's going to probably go in Jimmy Brown's toolbox. He loves when he sees tools fall off these cars.
Matt Garrison using his left glove there.
Somebody zoom in on that. Zoom in. Let's see what that is.
No.
I'm betting a Pulliam's hot dog.
Oh man,
ratchet?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to ask Matt. It looks like
Matt, hold it up, buddy. Hold it up, buddy. Matt, hold it up. He's studying it.
I think it's a wrench.
1 to go here at the Madhouse. We are on 1 to go. The track is cleaned off, and we are about to go racing, Matthew.
What a big moment for Danny Probst right there, the flying taco, to start from the pole position for this big 100-lapper tonight. and it looks like we have a car stopped on the field, and
Yeah.
that's Brandon Butner's machine in turn number 1.
He's so excited that he accidentally hit the kill switch, Matthew.
I think he might have. I don't know, but the track crew, hardworking track crew, going to get that backup Randy Butner machine pushed to hopefully get going here. Love to see Brandon take the green.
I'm telling you, the feeling that the fans get and the officials get before the drop of the green here. Could you imagine being strapped into the rocket ships of these modifieds?
No.
Fixing to take the green at the Madhouse?
No.
Can you imagine?
I've been in a mini stock race here, and just the feel of that. I couldn't imagine trail breaking one of these modifieds with 19 other breathing dragons around you, and that unmistakable rumble as they trail break and they rev the engine just a little higher to an RPM right before they unleash the power for a start. It's something that aesthetically, as a fan, you feel when you're sitting in the seats here at a place like Bowman Gray or Stafford Motor Speedway or whatever. It's modifieds, and that's what's so unique, but I couldn't imagine being in the cockpit of one of these machines.
These ground pounders, I don't care what you hook up and play on the games, iRacing, Xbox, PlayStation, hook them all up and race around Bowman Gray, you still won't get the feeling that we all get here when you're in person here at the Madhouse.
1 to go. If you've never seen a modified race at Bowman Gray Stadium, I always compare it to jet fighters in a gymnasium. This is NASCAR's original division, 1948. It all started with NASCAR modifieds. And tonight, 75 years of NASCAR racing, and the great Bowman Gray Stadium carries that tradition on. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. The Elite Underground Utility 100 for the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds is green at Bowman Gray.
Probst spins the tires on that start. Burt Myers with a clean start, drops it to the bottom. All he's got to do is set it on cruise control, and he'll be tough to beat. Randy Butner, tough second here. He's down, and we got trouble in the middle of 3 and 4.
Brody Jones goes around in the north turn to the infield grass, and that will bring out our first caution 811 caution flag here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Not a good start for the driver of the number 3, Danny Probst. The flying taco might have slipped on a little bit of salsa there.
Now he's the one with the funky
the
driver suit,
the fire suit.
The suit.
So the three car, folks, that's in 3rd position. He not only on his dashboard above the instrument paddles has like a black, I think it's alligator skin on his car. But let's see if we can get a shot of that 3 car. It's a beautiful machine in 3rd position.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing him start on the pole right there, but he slipped on that start.
He did,
and gave the position to Burt. Burt's all he's got to do is set on cruise.
Well, let's tell you too. His fire suit has tacos, UFOs, cows. But let's take a look at the replay here, because I think we're going to be able to look at this start and see what happened with Danny Probst on that start. Well, no, this is actually the spin. There's Brody Jones. He checks up to avoid getting into Junior Snow, and he actually the car kind of unloaded on him. You see on the outside there, Tim Brown getting sideways and almost wrecking. Same with John Holloman back there. Tense moments for some of the top dogs here at Bowman Gray.
That almost makes me wonder if something was on the racetrack over there. You had at least 4 or 5 modifieds that skirted out on the high side. It's going to take just a little bit here to get them lined up. They did complete a lap, so caution laps count here during the 100 lappers. And right now they're trying to sort this out on the lineup on the front stretch. Matt Garrison. This is the part I also didn't like too much. I would be told to tell a driver to go in a certain position, and they would tell me no. And if I had to tell them again, no, you do go in that position, they'd tell me I was number 1. So a little bit of an uncomfortable position I was always put in. But at the end of the night, they always end up listening and apologizing. Some of them. Let's be realistic here.
Race car drivers aren't the quickest to apologize, but let's get you a little housekeeping right here. 3 laps into this 100-lap race, Burt Myers is your leader. Burt Myers in the number 1. The number 5 of Randy Butner is second. Danny Probst. Then Daniel Beeson in the number 44 sits in the 4th position. Your top 5 rounded out by Lee Jeffries. Right after that, Frank Fleming, Junior Snow, Danny Bone, and the number 83 of Tim Brown. Brandon Ward right behind him.
Now, I'm telling you, you see where Tim Brown is, the rocket right now. But before we get to, I'd say, lap 15, 20, if we have any more cautions, which I'm pretty sure we're going to see the caution come out, the 811 caution. You'll see Tim Brown work his way up. He makes that. He's one of those drivers that makes that high line work here. And he's going to have some opportunity to bring it up. He's got Danny Bowman, which is strong here, has won a race.
Yeah, 100. The first time we had a 100-lapper here, he took the fans challenge.
Yep.
And triumphantly made his way up to the third position, I believe it was, Danny Bone, in his one start here, or so far this year. He is a winner, of course, of the Hayes Jewelers 200 here last year, and the cone is out. First time we're going to choose here on the front stretch. Let's see what it is. Burt Myers is going to obviously choose the bottom.
You got to forgive me. I almost went through the glass
Daniel
here.
Beeson, the first one to choose the outside. He comes from the third position out to the outside of the front row, and surprisingly so goes the 75 of Lee Jeffries, an early risk for him.
I almost went through the glass out here. It was the results of me trying to go out there with the cone. It's just a habit, bad habit.
But are you shaking right now?
Oh, man.
We miss you here at the Madhouse, buddy, but you have been tuning in every week live on Flow, and we love it. So here we go. Double file restart here. Choose cone restarts. Some of the best racing you'll see in America right here. The Elite Underground Utilities 100. 5 laps on the board. We're back. Green flag racing. Burt Myers, the race to the south turn. He has the lead. Will the 44 be able to hang on the outside? Beeson has Butner underneath him.
Good start by Burt Myers. Going into 3 and 4. Beeson hung out up high. He's got to get that car down low. Going into 1. Beeson gets it in the 3rd place.
Great job right there. Now single file for most of the way around here, except for and around the 8th or 9th position where Frank Fleming is hung out on the outside groove right now, trying to make the bleeding stop, and Tim Brown is underneath him towards the back of that back.
Right now, Burt Myers going into 3rd. Got a comfortable lead over Randy Butner. You got Beeson in 3rd. You got Lee Jeffries giving the bumper to Beeson a little bit. Burt completing lap 9. Next time by will be lap 10. Long race. Everybody's settled in right now, getting their laps, hitting the marks, putting some rubber down on the track.
This is what we're going to see a little bit here, folks. We're going to see these drivers feeling out their race cars for a long haul here. 100 laps around this quarter-mile oval is a hefty task for anybody. But, you know, right now it's not about hustling your car around here. It's about seeing what you got, feeling how your car is rotating through the corners, and sizing up your competition, because you know you're going to have a bunch of restarts to deal with.
The biggest thing here, Matthew, is you do not want to use up your car too early. Right now they completed lap 12. Next time by will be lap 13. Burt Myers with a comfortable lead. But right now you don't want to use up your equipment. You've got a good machine under you. You've seen how it's going to handle and everything. You don't know what it's going to do during the long run yet. So everybody's just settled in here.
And here we go. We're looking right now because Danny Bone right now is applying the pressure to the 5th place competitor. The number 3 of Danny Probst, who started on the pole position. The number 57, the New Jersey native, trying to get to the back door. Shuts the door is Danny Probst. Oh boy, right there, a little bumper from the number 57 coming out of turn number 2. Will he be patient? Now to the back bumper again goes Danny Bone.
Now Danny Probst, he's got a good run going on right now, but let's be honest, we're holding up Danny Bone here. And Danny Bone's not making it easy on him. He's giving him the chrome horn. They say, hey, we got to go. I got Brendan Ward behind me.
He shuts the door again into turn number 3. How long can he make this last? Danny Bone, how much patience will he exude to that number 3 driver? Because Danny Bone, very smooth race car driver. His roots come from New Jersey modified racing. His grandfather, Parker Bone, his father, Eddie Bone. And he is also a champion here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Did you say patience here at the Madhouse, man?
Yeah, well, he is a very patient driver for a New Jersey guy. I've never seen a Jersey guy as smooth as this guy.
You can't have patience here. We got to go. He's giving him a couple of shots going into 1 here.
Well, he's got a hornet's nest behind him right there, but everybody imploring patience only 18 laps into this affair. And I'll tell you what, a lot of patience being implored by the driver of that North American Construction, number 57 right there on your screen, Danny Bone.
Well, I'm telling
Great
you.
speed shot, by the way.
You've got Brandon Ward and Dan Speeney that's bearing down on the back of these two guys. They're saying, we got to go. The train is coming.
Man, he is definitely not letting the inside go right there. He's clinging onto it like Linus to his blanket, but here comes the number 57 to the bottom. Little bit of contact, a little bit more out of this north turn.
Matthew, I'm telling you, he's not going to be up there much longer if he does not let Danny go here. I know it's hard to do that here, but he's got to save his stuff and be there at the end. Danny Probst can make his way back.
Oh! The patience has run out. The 57 gets turned by Brandon Ward. Oh, he checked up a little bit right there, and that let the 104 get into the backside.
You see what I'm saying? It's an accordion effect here when it happens. You've got to go. You know, Danny Probst, he was holding him up. It's really not his fault. He's holding his ground. He's got a caution here. He's got his spot still, but you got to think of the guys in the back. That's why Danny Bowman, he's not going to be happy. Let's see if we've got a replay here of that accordion effect. We did have our cameras on it and seen it go down, and here we are.
It's a replay right there, and you see, oh, yeah.
Now, Brandon Ward got in there a little hot, but then again, Danny Probst is holding up the 57. You know, you can't help. You got a stronger car.
Here we go. Danny Bowman is not happy, and he's going to the right side, and he hits Brandon Ward.
Going after Brandon.
He's showing him a little love tap there, saying, I'm not happy with that contact.
Now, you mentioned patience earlier, Matthew. Maybe Brandon didn't have the patience then.
No.
And Danny Bowman is letting him know that.
I mean, you got to send a little bit of a message, but he still has a large number of laps, 76 laps to go for the number 57. He's going to have to come from the rear of the field, but he did go up there and put the bumper to the backside of Brandon Ward's car, letting him know he is not happy.
It's just a love kiss here at the stadium. That's nothing. It's just letting him know that he wasn't happy. Lap 24 is on the board. He's got the cone at his advantage. Danny Bowman does. So if he just
very true.
If he just stays a little patient, I can't believe I'm saying that here.
He stayed a little too patient, and it bit him in the butt.
See what happened? I'm telling you. But he's got the cone at his advantage, you know. And there's going to be more cautions, and cautions breed cautions definitely here. So you know he's going to use that cone. He's going to make that high line work.
Oh, boy.
Taking some time here to line up the field. We've got them stacked up back here.
25 laps in, buddy. And this has been a barn burner so far.
This was always a headache for me. They would tell me where to put them and stuff, and, again, the drivers wouldn't listen.
John Holloman, it looks like, in his number 69 Black Sand Company machine, is going to make his way back into the pit area to get serviced. He is pulling up alongside the pace car right now.
So a part of the officiating part of my deal, I can tell you, the guys can pull up to the pace car, but they are not allowed to pass the pace car if they want to try to pit.
Yep.
Caution laps count here. So if you go behind the field house, it is tough here to pit.
Yes.
Now,
you lose a lap real quick.
During green flags, if you're pitting, your night's done.
Yeah.
But during the caution, to help you out with this long train of cars, you can pull up to the pace car, go back behind the field house, and 90% of the time you're just changing maybe one tire. You can get enough time to change that tire, get back out here before the pace car comes back around to lap you.
Well, right now Carson Lofton and that crew is back there servicing that John Holloman the fourth machine. John Holloman the fourth has had a tough go so far this year at Bowman Gray Stadium. They had trouble with that car with a brake rotor last week, and the rains probably came at a good time last week because we've had 2 rainouts in a row. And the drivers of these Brad's golf cars modifieds are super, super, super anxious to get back on track because they've been sitting at home, some of them, just itching. Cone's coming out, buddy. Are you excited?
Oh, I about went through the glass again. I saw the race director over here, Robert Pettit, and he said, put the cone out.
I don't think anybody chooses the outside here. Actually, I think I'm going to predict Lee Jeffries in third.
All right, since you took Lee Jeffries, I'm going to say Daniel Beeson.
Daniel Beeson putting it to the top.
See?
Wow. Impressive for Beeson. First year with that New Day Motorsports number 44, usually an independent driver. And I'll tell you what, he has had speed in that machine. He is teammates to Brandon Ward, the driver that just got into the backside of Danny Bone's car.
Danny Bone. Yeah.
Senior moment.
And Brandon Ward also got in the back of Daniel Beeson, his teammate with that chrome.
Oh, yeah,
so, hey,
did.
like I said, you don't have friends, you don't have teammates here. Here we come to the green, Matthew.
27 laps on the scoreboard. Green flag is out, the drag race to the south turn. Burt Myers takes it into turn 1. Can Beeson get down? Butner to the inside.
Beeson's got to get it down, but Butner's there. Beeson does not need to come down too soon and then take himself out.
You see a lot of power in that number 44 machine, and he's charging hard on the outside. That is the tough way to get around this place. He's bullring, muscling it.
Beeson is still hanging on strong, though. He's trying to work that high line in. His teammate goes by him, but again, there's no teammates here at the stadium, and maybe Snow will let him in. No, Snow slams the door.
Oh, spin. Danny Probst goes around in turn number 2. The night gets worse for the number 3.
Caution breeds caution.
The Flying Taco gets his number 3 turned back around and will rejoin the field.
And looking back here in the back of the field, Danny Baum didn't have much time to really move forward, but he does have the cone on his advantage. And during that, I did notice that Tim Brown skirted up high again.
I saw that.
Going into 1 and 2. So I'm not sure if he's having bad handling problems or what, but you may see him come up to the pace car to pit and maybe work on that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he looked like he got out of the groove. And when you get out of the groove here into the marbles, it's like in Home Alone.
Yeah.
If you step out into the wood floor and you're sitting on, well, those were like little things that crush your feet. But just imagine you have a wood floor and all of a sudden it's dark out and you're getting up to go to the bathroom at night and you step off your bed and your bare feet hit marbles, like marbles, and you go sliding and slipping. That's what happens when you get off of out of that dark groove there and hit those marbles, those chunks of rubber and debris that have flown off these race cars outside of the racing groove.
These modifieds are hauling the mail here. When you go through the corners here, then G-forces and stuff, if you come out of that groove just a little bit, like he said, when you hit them marbles, it's like on ice. And right now we've got the cone out for the restart. And I'm going to guess Randy Butner's going to stay behind Burt. And let's see if Brandon comes up there. I'm betting Brandon.
Brandon's going to do no.
Oh, Lee Jeffries.
Lee Jeffries chooses the outside.
Brandon follows Lee.
Interesting.
Dan Spini takes the cone.
The 44 of Beeson, of course, is on pit road now. He went back behind. No, he's back out. He is back out. Beeson is now in the 5th, 6th, 7th position.
All right, you better pull those belts tight. I know it's just 33 laps on the board, but here they come.
33 laps on the board. Burt Myers, your leader. Now on the outside, the great veteran Lee Jeffries, and he gets a good jump off the green. Burt Myers doesn't go. Will they let the green go? The fans have their hands up in the air right now, and they're letting it go.
They let it go. Maybe Burt spun his tires. Who knows? But we are green flag, and Lee Jeffries is in a comfortable lead right now.
That was a big change of events here at Bowman Gray Stadium. The fans are going crazy right now. All the Burt Myers haters are happy. All the Burt Myers fans are irate. Right now, Lee Jeffries is your leader, 35 laps into this 100-lap race.
You've got Brandon Ward, which is 3rd, right behind Burt. You've got Randy Butner, 4th, and you've got Junior Snow that is hungry for a win again. He's bearing down the back of Randy Butner, going into turn 3, middle of 4.
Burt Myers wants to lead laps. He wants to win races. And you look right now, yellow flag is out.
Trouble in 4.
Brody Jones has spun his car again. I think there was Frank Fleming might have been involved a little bit. But Brody Jones is number 92 now, brings out the next caution. I think we're going to have a quickie caution here, though.
We should have a quickie caution here, and I'm very interested to see how this restart's going to go, since that previous restart is, again, questionable. Did he spin his tires? It looked like Lee Jeffries caught him sleeping, maybe. I'm not sure. With somebody with the experience that Burt Myers has here, that's a tough one. I believe he's going to be coming back with vengeance with this restart that's coming up. And that is a quickie caution. Cone is coming back out. Jimmy Brown on the backstretch in turn 3, showing the field that the cone is out this time by. And I'm guessing Burt's going to take that high line.
Oh, Burt Myers is definitely going to take the high line now. He wants to avenge that last restart where it just looked like he didn't go, and it looked like the 75 might have fired first. The choose cone goes out, and once again, well, Burt Myers, he's been known to take the risk and go to the outside. He doesn't play these restarts very safe. That is one confident driver in that number 1.
So I'm telling you, watch this restart. This is going to be very, very, very interesting. 75 got him on that first one. Let's see what Burt does on this restart.
Now the leader's supposed to fire first. Let's see if the 75 fires first, see if there's any cat and mouse games. If they do fire well, let's see if Burt can get down to the inside, maybe behind the 75 with his nemesis there, the 104 car of Brennan Ward.
Good start by both drivers. They barrel it off in turn 1. Lee comes up into Burt a little bit, but clears Burt. We got Brandon Ward and Junior Snow battling for third back there. Junior Snow is hung up on the high side.
Snow gets to the bottom right there, single file right behind them. They're side by side. Randy Butner, the number 5, side by side with Dan Speeney. Speeney on the outside, charging hard. He gets the spot, gives spot number 5 to the blue number 10 of Dan Speeney.
Burt Myers throws it in there, gives the chrome horn to Lee a little bit. Lee holds steady. Burt Myers and Lee Jeffries gets a comfortable 2 car lengths ahead of Brandon Ward.
This could be a classic. 2 of the good veterans, the great veterans of Bowman Gray Stadium, 1-2 in this classic 100 lapper, the second 100 lapper of the year at Bowman Gray Stadium. Some of the best racing we see at Bowman Gray is in these 100 lappers.
Next time by will be flat 5 laps to go before 50. They get to lap 50, which is halfway of this 100 lapper. Burt giving the heat on Lee. Give him a couple of shots in the center of the corner. Lee comes off, gets a little bit of distance between the 2. Got a caution. We had a car stall going in the 3. Looked like
Gerald Robinson Jr.
Yep.
Slowed his car, and it looked like he was going to get off on pit road, but the yellow came out as a precaution to keep these drivers safe, to keep Gerald safe. The cone is out. This is going to be quick. This is going to be very quick here. Let's see who decides what. We think Burt's going to choose the outside. Choosing the inside will be Brandon Ward. And Junior Snow chooses the inside. Very smart move by Junior Snow right there. And Speeney choosing the outside, so he will move up a few spots to the P4 position on this restart here for the Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division.
Now that last restart was perfect by both of them. They both fired where they were supposed to. Again, leader fires first, and they both came to the line pretty even. But Lee Jeffries, he's smart. He's a veteran here at the Madhouse.
Let's see how the restart plays out. 46 laps on the board. 2 veterans take it slowly off the turn. Lee Jeffries fires first. The number 1 of Burt Myers still keeps his tire to the outside of the number 75, going for that spot. Charges hard down the backstretch. Side by side go your leaders into turn 3. North turn battling. Wheel to wheel. Coming off the north turn. Fans on their feet. Side by side for the lead is Lee Jeffries and Burt Myers. Myers trying to do it the hard way. Lee Jeffries now gets the spot.
Now, Burt Myers doesn't want to hang high too soon because Brandon Ward will come in there and make it difficult for him to come down, but he comes down pretty good. Everybody settles in right here. Lee Jeffries with another comfortable lead, but he's got that rearview mirror still full of Burt Myers.
Looking back further in the field, in 8th position, Tim Brown. Right behind him in 9th already is Danny Bone, the number 57, who is battling towards the front of the field. And Jason Myers, to give you an update, is about 10th position right now. He was your fans' choice winner. There is the number 83, the Rocket Tim Brown, trying to make his way methodically through the field, the orange number 83. And right behind him is the 57 of Danny Bone. But the battle is on for the lead. The 75 with a rear bumper full of a front bumper of orange. That is Burt Myers.
That familiar Myers orange is covering the rearview mirror of Lee Jeffries. Lee, with that experience there, he ain't even looking at the rearview mirror. He probably just tore it down from the top of his car. He is hungry for this win. He wants to get this win, but if he overdrives the corner, he's going to give Burt Myers that inside.
Burt Myers with 1 win on the season so far in the modified division at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Now listen, Burt Myers wants those wins. He wants to catch Tim Brown. They're fighting for ego, and for the most wins here.
He got 96 wins for Tim Brown. Oh, Junior Snow getting shuffled to the back now. Junior Snow losing a few spots.
Back there in 5th place. Junior Snow closes the door on Tim Brown back here in 5th.
And look at that. The lead battle is still going on. There's no rest for the wicked right here And the number 75 is not going to have it easy for any of these laps. With about coming to pretty close to 40 to go, this is not going to be an easy feat to win this race for the driver of the number 75.
No, sir. You're right, Matthew. Here they come, completing lap 58. Bert's going to probably hang tight right here, give him a little bit of pressure, hoping that he slips. That way he can get on the inside and take that lead. But he's going to sit right here and just give the pressure on the Lee Jeffries. And I'd say with 10 to go, if he's still there in that spot, he's going to make it real difficult for Lee.
As we keep an eye on this battle right here for the lead, let's go through the field. 75 of Lee Jeffries, your leader. Burt Myers right there. You see him on your screen in second position. Brandon Ward in third. In fourth, Dan Speedy, the number 10. In fifth, the number 44 of Daniel Beeson. Junior Snow in sixth position. Seventh position, the 83 of Tim Brown. Danny Bowen in eighth position. Ninth position, Chris Fleming. And in 10th, rounding out the top 10, Jason Myers in the number 4. 60 laps on the board.
Now 61 is
Richie Evans' lap, baby.
That's right.
Former winner and the 9-time NASCAR National Modified Champion, the Rapid Roman Richie Evans. Always, when I see lap 61, I think of the great driver from Rome, New York.
Give him a tip of the hat on that lap 61. Burt Myers still not making it easy on Lee.
They're rolling a lot of speed through the center of the corner. Did you see that right there?
Absolutely.
And that's, usually right now the 75 is playing defense, but he is driving the car hard. And I'd be surprised if a veteran like that is getting baited into doing that. Or, well, is he doing it by choice and his car's running that good? But Burt Myers is all over, plastered all over the backside of that number 75, and he's trying to make him run harder right now.
That is the key right there, Matthew, is trying to make him use up his stuff as he goes in these corners. He's putting a lot on that right rear. And right now, Burt Myers, he's handling a lot better. As you can see, he's getting him shots going out of the corner of turn 2, going down the backstretch.
Lee Jeffries, the son of the great Robert Jeffries, a legendary modified driver here at Bowman Gray Stadium and places elsewhere in the Southeast. And the family heritage carried on here at the Bowman Gray Stadium legacy with Lee Jeffries, a 24-time winner here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
66 laps on the board. I'm telling you, Bert's getting into him coming off the corner. When you're getting into him coming off, you are quicker. Coming around to complete lap 67.
Well, we've been talking about this top 2. Well, there's a gray car that is just entering your picture right there. Brandon Ward. He's thrown out the bait caster. He's reeled in the leaders.
Oh, now you're getting me excited. We're talking about fishing and modified racing. Right now, Brandon Ward is enjoying what he's seeing because right now, Bert's not running a really good line. He's just making the pressure on the Lee Jeffries. That makes Lee Jeffries not run and hit his marks, so it's making Brandon Ward catch these two. And right now, Lee Jeffries, I've seen him 4 times already get that thing sideways.
Lee Jeffries hanging on. He pulls out to a little bit more of a lead right now on the number 1 of Burt Myers.
Lap 70 is on the board. Lee Jeffries has got a little bit of a distance between Burt. Burt probably backed it up a little bit to save his stuff. Again, does not want to use a lot of it. He's going to need it there at the end.
Burt Myers, we remind you, is your points leader right now in the Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division. Sitting in 4th in points is that number 104, the gray car behind it. And he's wanting to get by Burt Myers. Everybody's wanting to take a chomp out of that point lead of Burt Myers.
We are coming up on lap traffic now. Ooh, on the backstretch. This is going to make things interesting. Lee's going to have to check up a little bit going in the corner if he catches one of these lap cars. And that's going to make Burt there. And Burt can give him a little bit of love tap and send him up in those marbles.
The first lap car that they're going to catch is Brad Robbins. Good to see him back in modified racing action here from the famed Robbins family here at Bowman Gray Stadium. The black 41 will be the first car they catch. Brad Robbins in the 41 has got a crate engine in that car, so not expecting him to be, he wasn't expecting to set the world on fire. Of course, he's a 4-time winner here in the Modified Wars at Bowman Gray Stadium, and but in a crate engine, you're going to get cornered very well, right?
He's a driver. He's one of those Madhouse maniacs that's been here for years. You just can't get the driver out of the driver. He wants to be here. He wants to feel those feelings we were talking about earlier, the excitement, the adrenaline. He's an adrenaline junkie, and it's good to see him back. Not in his usual normal colors, the green and the silver, the chrome. He always had a pretty car.
Pressure now again. Burt Myers is closed into the back bumper of the number 75. 77 laps on the board. A number synonymous with the Jeffries family, a number that Lee Jeffries used to pilot around this race course when his father was racing the number 75. A little bit of sideways there. Burt Myers gets to the back bumper again. Both cars dance sideways through turn 1 and 2. And the caution flag is out on lap 78.
I believe we've got some debris out there. Jimmy Brown's going to go out there and check the track. Reports of debris.
Jacques Debris has appeared again, the famed French race car driver. That's a dad joke. I've got my son here, so I'm allowed one tonight.
He looked up at you when you said that.
Yeah.
He admired that.
He's like, Dad, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's not of that age where he doesn't think I'm funny. He thinks I'm funny. He's
giving you
7.
those,
when he gets to about like 9 or 10, he's going to be like, oh, my God, this guy.
He's giving you those looks I give you.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what we haven't had tonight?
What's that?
I'm telling you, the jinx might be on.
The jinx? What jinx?
Okay, it's a caution flag, and it's going to be a quickie caution, so
yeah.
we can't go. I can't believe we haven't had a commercial break during a 100-lap race.
There's so much excitement.
It's quickie cautions. If we go to commercial, we're dead in the water. But anyway, the jinx is in the mini stocks. Did you know about this?
What is this?
So when Zach Taylor brings us Little Donuts,
oh yeah,
his cars win.
Oh.
The 1 week out of 4 that he didn't, his car that was in the points lead wrecked.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Coincidence? I think not. This is like some X-Files stuff here.
Yeah.
Like Scully, and what is it? Scully and what was the other guy? What was the guy's name?
The X-Files?
Vin?
Yeah.
No, that's Vin
Sure.
Scully.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not right.
I was an X-Files guy.
No,
I was more of a Jack Bauer, 24.
Oh, 24.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That was on down the line. That was another generation.
Yeah, I was more of a Radford Files. Paul Radford? Jeez, my mind is stuck in modified. I was more of a Rockford Files guy.
You're a modified
Shoes cone
guy.
is out. I'm a modified guy, so I'd be a Radford Files instead of Rockford Files.
Burt Myers takes the outside with Daniel Beeson taking the outside. And look, I told you, the Rocket Tim Brown.
Choosing the outside, Tim Brown moving up into the 6th position right now. Folks, hang on to your hats because the Madhouse Giants are coming to the front of the field. 81 laps on the board, 82 when we hit the start-finish line. Burt Myers lining up on the outside of Lee Jeffries. Goes a little bit early. This one's going to get called off.
Not going to work. We're going to throw the caution. We're going to rack them up again. This is where the mind games start. This is the laps that usually that happens.
Because it's coming down to crunch time here, Jeff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And any little slight advantage you could get on a restart here could be the difference between bringing home the 100-lap victory here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Here we go. Take 2, lap 82. Once again, Burt's going a little early there. Fans showing their displeasure.
This is not good. This is not good. This is eating up the laps as well, Matthew.
Yeah.
This is making it difficult for those guys that are in the back right now that's trying to get up there because it's eating
How many
the
warnings
laps.
will he get? 2 usually, right?
2 at another track.
That was 2 right there. Or is Lee Jeffries slacking back and not going? It's interesting right here. The guy on the outside with not a big advantage, he doesn't go right there, but Lee Jeffries goes yellow flag again. Oh, 3rd time is not a charm. Will we rack them and stack them for a 4th time? The drama starts to build. You could feel it in this arena.
This isn't
Fans
good.
are on their feet.
The fans are getting upset. The front row's getting upset. It's the Madhouse. Here we go with another restart. Let's try it again.
Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out.
We got them stacked up in turn 3. Looks like Tim Brown did not like how they were racked up and came to a complete stop over there in turn 3. This is madness, Matthew.
Tim Brown now moving back up to his 6th place starting spot. The orange number 83 you see pass through your screen. We haven't talked about him much tonight because, well, he hasn't been a factor tonight, but the only factor tonight is the Pulliam's hot dogs that I ate. Of course, his father-in-law, Mark, over there. That was the factor in the Tim Brown family tonight.
All right, looks like we're coming to the green, Matthew. Let's try this for a 4th time.
4th time's a charm. What do you think? 4-leaf clover.
Good start. Give it to him. Let's go.
Great job by both cars on the front row. Lee Jeffries now rockets out to the lead. Here comes Burt Myers, hot on his tail. They go out single file into the north turn. Big bumper shot from Burt Myers as they stack up.
Burt Myers gave a shot to Lee Jeffries going into turn 3.
Oh boy, in the back right now, Tim Brown is stuck on the outside of Speeney for the 5th position. Tim Brown stuck on the outside of Dan Speeney. This is a battle back there. Look at that. Nerf bar to Nerf bar, touching wheels around the course.
Now, you know that beer garden's got a point out there in the guardrail. It looked like Tim Brown was about to kiss it coming off of the turn 4 corner.
That's a tough way to get around here at Bowman Gray Stadium for the 12-time champion. He's trying to file down to the bottom, and he does so.
Gets clear. Here we go with Burt Myers again giving some shots to Lee. We've got Daniel Beeson that's behind Brandon Ward.
Coming to 10 to go. 2 hands in the air from starter Randy Smith. 10 laps around the quarter mile. Sideways is Lee Jeffries.
Somebody's going to get moved on these last 10 laps. This is one of the crown jewels races of Bowman Gray Stadium. Burt Myers is not going to make it easy for Lee Jeffries going into turn 1.
There is not a fan that is not standing on their feet, including us in the broadcast booth right here at Bowman Gray Stadium for Flow Racing. Coming to 8 laps to go. Lee Jeffries, your leader.
Standing, I'm doing jumping jacks. This is exciting. What's going to happen? Is Burt going to push him and bump and run? Or are they both going to take each other out and Brandon Ward's going to take it? Vintage Bowman Gray Racing right here.
It sure is. It's the anticipation station right now for all these people looking around this quarter-mile oval. Now to the back bumper goes Burt Myers, pushes him. Lee Jeffries playing defense.
Next time by will be 5 to go for Lee Jeffries or Burt Myers, whichever one comes back around here. Brandon Ward's in the catbird seat, Matthew.
I'll tell you what, both of these drivers have been in the same exact position, both ways. One has been leading, one has been second. They know what the other is going to do. They're playing offense, they're playing defense. This is a classic battle of veterans.
Here comes Brandon Ward watching Burt Myers give that chrome horn to Lee Jeffries coming out of 4. Lee comes to 4 to go.
Things are getting physical here in the closing laps of the Elite Underground Utilities 100. Burt Myers once again using the orange bumper to the backside of the number 75. Lee Jeffries doing a masterful job of playing defense.
I got to ask this one more time. Do you think that Burt's going to use that chrome horn, or does he have to think points racing, because that may come back and bite him later on in the season? 2 to go.
2 to go. He's using it every single lap, but right now, Lee Jeffries is taking him to master's class of playing defense in a NASCAR modified.
White flag is in the air by Chief Starter Randy Smith for Lee Jeffries. The question again is, does the chrome horn get used?
Here we go. One final time. 2 turns to decide the 100-lap winner. Burt Myers to the back bumper. Gets him sideways. Ward underneath him, but win 25 goes to 75. Lee Jeffries, your winner in the 100 at Bowman Gray.
Good run. Good run from top 3 right there. Lee Jeffries, Burt Myers put on a heck of a show. Believe it or not, that was respectful driving here at the Madhouse by Burt Myers. Brandon Ward had an inside run on Burt Myers. Great racing here at the Madhouse.
I'll tell you what, win 25 for this great veteran. We spent a lot of time in his pit area with Flow Racing today. You'll see a video piece coming out on that in the coming weeks. And boy, oh boy, great win for the driver of the Brad's Golf Cars. Wahlberg Pizza and Grill, number 75, Phoenix Packaging on board as well. One of the very likable veterans, a second-generation driver, triumphantly pumping his fist with that checkered flag in hand around the famed quarter mile. Lee Jeffries is the winner.
It is tough to win here, fellas. I'm telling you, fans, that there will take your breath away. You just don't know what mood the drivers are in when they're running second, and they want to either points race or win these crown jewels. Because you got to think, if Burt takes him out, and if Burt's worried about championship, that can bite him later on in the season.
Yep, and that was a great, steady run by him. But I think there was no dumping or no moving the 75. The way he approached those corners was absolutely a masterclass at playing defense. Let's go down to Randy Pulliams, who's going to have a very happy veteran coming to Carolina Wood Floors, Victory Lane.
100. What a race that was. Burt Myers threw everything at him, but Lee Jeffries held him off. A great big smile as he takes that steering wheel off, gets unbuckled. Let him hear it, ladies and gentlemen, Lee Jeffries. What a race, my friend. You took advantage of one bad start by Burt Myers, and you held him off. You had that thing on a rail, but it looked like you had your hands full.
Yeah, he had a better car than us at the end. He had a bad restart on that one, and we got him. When I got in front, I knew it was going to be on for the night. So we just held him off. He's running for points also, so I knew he'd run me hard, but he'd run me clean. I'd like to thank all the fans for coming out. I'd like to thank Phoenix Packaging, Skinner Warehousing, Brad's Golf Cars, Wahlberg's Grill and Pizzeria, Carolina Drilling, Gordon's Radiator, Skinner Warehousing, and Sowers HVAC. Without all these people, we couldn't do it. And these crews been over here for the last two Saturday mornings working on a car. We did get it better. Not quite where we need to be yet, but we're working on it.
Well, Lee, that is win number 25 in your Bowman Gray Stadium career. Ties you with Jonathan Brown and Max Barrier on the all-time winners list. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Lee, let's make our way over here to the Carolina Wood Floors Winners Circle. And Laurie Flacour from Elite Underground Utility has a giant trophy.
All right. Lee Jeffries with the popular win number 25 for the great veteran here at Bowman Gray. Let's take a break, and when we come back, the most prestigious, richest, and most popular race of the year for the stadium stocks, the Thunder Road Grill 50, is next on Flow Racing.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Oh boy, welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium, live on Flow Racing for great NASCAR Roots, NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series action. And right now, on the track, we'd like to call them the Buzz Bombers. Folks, it's the stadium stocks for their biggest and most prestigious race of the season. It's the Thunder Road Grill 50. Let's give you the starting lineup for this 50-lap affair. Starting on the pole for tonight's 50-lapper, a 25-time winner, one-time winner this season in the Infinity Insurance Group, number 43, it's Brandon Lee Brendel. And to the outside, the Grand Master of this stadium stock division. In the Jerry Hunt Supercenter, Clifton Plumbing, number 24 from Moxville, North Carolina. It's the great A.J. Sanders.
Starting in row 2, car number 7, a familiar car. They call him Pintang from Moxville, North Carolina, Chris Allison. Starting outside of him in the car 59, Isaac Harris from Yadkinville, North Carolina.
I love his sponsor, by the way, Leapfrog Landscaping. That is awesome, buddy. Starting 5th tonight, a 28-time winner, and 3 times he's taken a victory this season in the Tri-City Plumbing. Little Donuts, number 81 from Lexington, North Carolina. It's Chuck Wall. And to his outside, the fastest car here today in pole qualifying, redrew 6th from Lexington, North Carolina, Robert Bug Strabinska.
Starting behind them. Now, this guy here, Blaine Curry, car number 16, is a magnet on iRacing when me and him get together.
I've heard.
But the Lindley Plumbing, car 16 from Lexington, North Carolina, again, Blaine Curry. Starting outside of him, car 54, his mother would just visit me on my yard sale, actually, the other day.
Mrs. Owens.
Mrs. Owens. It is Justin Owens from Walkertown, North Carolina.
Starting 9th today, a very likable young man in the pit area. In the Deep Clean Solutions, number 46 from Kernersville, North Carolina, it's Wyatt Sapp. And starting to the outside in the Knot Rod, the 69 from King, North Carolina, it's Brandon Krotz.
Gotta love the Knot Rod. Starting behind them, car number 8 from Midway, North Carolina, Steven Sanders, a familiar last name here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Starting outside of him in car number 40 from Pufftown, North Carolina, that's Pufftown, Kenny Dixon in the Gonzalez HVAC machine.
Oh, the Pufftown Mafia won't be coming after me because I got you with me, buddy. Starting 13th tonight in the Tysingers Lawn Care, number 27 from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, it's the driver, Austin Cates. And to the outside in the 04 machine from Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, the Sheets Detailing Machine, it's Connor Sheets.
Starting behind them in car number 60 from Boonville, North Carolina, in the Ellis Cart Pond Machine, Brad, this is going to be a good one, Michalowski.
Oh, come on. Oh. I'm Polish, so I could get this one. You ready? Driver in the Ellis Cart Pond, number 60, Brad Michalowski.
That's what I said.
I'm Polish. I got the pride, baby.
Starting outside of him, car number 74 from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, which Matt let everybody in the world know that I live, Matt Alley.
My son's shaking his head saying, Daddy, you're not Polish. Yes, I am, buddy.
He doesn't even know what
I just
Polish
don't have
is.
a Polish last name. Starting 17th tonight, great to see this driver back here after a little bit of an absence at Bowman Gray in the Mako of North Wilkesboro machine from North Wilkesboro, the 50 of Terry Torrance. To his outside, starting 18th, is car number 18, the Andrews Home Repair Machine from Winston-Salem. It's Billy Andrews.
Starting behind them in car number 2 from Advance, North Carolina, Carson Reed. Starting outside of him in the car number 25 from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and the Southern Vinyl Machine, Matt Goodwin.
Starting 21st tonight in the Kogar Plumbing, number 48, Walkertown, North Carolina, is the hometown of Kenny Flippin. And to his outside, the number 56 from just up the road in Hickory, North Carolina, comes the driver, Andrew Mason.
Starting in the last row, if you want to go down and buy you a new Chevrolet, go see Ken Bridges at Park Chevrolet in car number 14.
My favorite open trailer mafia member at Bowman Gray, by the way.
There you go, from King, North Carolina. Ken Bridges. On the outside of him, in the Disco Turkeys, car number 51, Andrew Cates.
Let's talk about it.
Tocqueville, Tobaccoville,
North Carolina. I want to go to Tacoville.
Tacoville.
Man, when are we getting out of this booth and going to damn Tacoville?
I got you hungry, don't I? My bad.
I mean, those Polium's hot dogs were good, man, but I'm craving the little donuts. They haven't arrived yet. Poo-poo.
I'm disappointed. I've heard nothing about donuts. I've heard nothing about selfies and other stuff, but these donuts is what I've been waiting on.
Well, we were talking about the driver starting last. It's a black number 51. The black number 51 with pink numbers, Andrew Cates. And he's sponsored by a very unique sponsor, and that's the Disco Turkeys. I never knew that turkeys could play or dance disco, but the real cool thing is the Disco Turkeys baseball team is going to play here in early July, a baseball game at Bowman Gray Stadium. I am going to buy a ticket to come watch this. We've seen football. There's been concerts here. There's been all sorts of things here.
There's boxing.
There it
here.
is. There's been boxing. Yeah, there's been all sorts of things.
Hey, you think I can break out the tights again and put a wrestling ring?
Well,
here?
let's get it going.
I'll come out of retirement if they put a wrestling ring.
I'll
there.
be your manager.
Speaking of wrestling, we're about to drop the green flag here, Matthew.
That's right, folks. It's time for the Thunder Road Grill Stadium Stock 50. And it looks like we're going to have a false start.
Mind games here at the stadium tonight. Mind games, mind games. Now, you got two veterans here, Brandon Brindle and a legend here of A.J. Sanders. I had a brain fart.
Hey, that's okay. I just love that you said fart on air.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's natural.
Job, buddy.
It's natural.
It's not,
So anyway,
it's not a curse either.
Just don't do that up here, okay?
Probably not.
So we've got some veterans here on the front row. They're going to be playing some mind games, and they got a tight points battle here. So Matthew, you think they'll take the green this time?
I think so. We have a bunch of veterans up front and waiting to take the green. Chris Allison, I think, has changed vehicles from the Pintang. He is now an orange number 7. The Thunder Road Grill Stadium Stock 50, the most prestigious for the Buzz Bombers. It's green flag.
Good green flag start here to start their 50 lap. Also another cone race. A.J. Sanders settles in second, following Brandon Brindle going into turn 3 and 4, coming on the front stretch here to complete lap 1.
Isaac Harris in that dirt machine in third position in the number 59. Robert Stramitzka, no! Oh, trouble for Chris Allison. Chris Allison spins around. He's out of the Pintang. He's in an orange vehicle, and he's going the wrong way.
Now, see, if he was in Pintang, Matthew, that probably wouldn't have happened. I'm not sure why they did
Pintang
this
has
switch.
magical powers.
I'm telling you.
It does.
It's a character here at the stadium.
This is a good car, though. I mean, if Pintang didn't exist, this would probably be one of my favorite cars.
Well, right now, he's probably... Well, no, I thought he was waiting on somebody.
Yeah, him and Stramitzka got into it there, Bug Stramitzka. So I want to keep an eye on this 7 here before we look at anything here. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep the cameras locked on here. Here comes the field around the number 7 of Chris Allison, and Stramitzka's car is coming right now.
We may see some shenanigans.
Yeah, no shenanigans. I think the 7 is dead in the water. Let's take a look at the replay here. Here we go, Flow Racing replay.
Oh.
Allison comes in there. Stramitzka comes down. A little bit of incidental contact.
So we're going to be saying the 81 is on his crosshairs because he just stopped on the backstretch and rode beside the 81 of Chuck Wall.
Oh.
So
he did get into him a little bit, but.
So now looking at the replay, it looks like the 90 came down the 7 checked up. But again, when you check up here at the stadium, you're going to get tagged in the rear.
Yep. It's inevitable. You can get it from the front. You can get it from the back. Bowman Gray Stadium, it's just a physical racetrack.
That is right, Matthew. That is right. Front and back.
Oh, it did rhyme. Jackson right there, our director, goes in my ear and said I rhymed because I'm a poet and I know it and my feet show it. They're Longfellers. That's what my mom used to say.
So, guys, back to the racing, and hopefully he doesn't bust out some rhymes anymore. The cone is out. Do you think A.J. Sanders will take the cone?
Yes, outside. Who will take the
say
cone?
no.
No, he doesn't. He stays on the inside. Wow! The first person to take the cone is your fastest qualifier tonight, folks. This could be a big swing right here. Coming from 4th position to the outside of the front row is Bug Stramitzka in that number 90 machine, one of the fastest cars here week in and week out, but he's skipping weeks. He's running 1 week, he's taking a week off. He's running 1 week, he's taking a week off. So Stramitzka, if he ran here every week, would probably be in the midst of this championship points battle, but he's just out here going for wins. Longtime employee and former car chief for Austin Dillon with RCR, lining up on the outside, and he goes a little early, but they go perfect. Perfect recovery right there. We're back to green flag racing here for the Stadium Stock 50.
Good start by the front row, and now we've got legends in the back of them in second. Oh, AJ's going to get in the 90, and 90 holds on to it.
A.J. Sanders and Robert Stramitzka have had a little bit of a battle so far this year, so it's no surprise that there might be a little bumper tag between these drivers, 1, 2, and 3 single file. Right behind them, Chuck Wall battling on the outside of the number 59 of Isaac Harris. Isaac Harris in the dirt machine, son of Rock Harris.
Completing lap 7, Brandon Brindle has got a little bit of a gap between him and Bugs, and just to let everybody know, there is a smoker on the back of the tail end right now. Yes, caution is out. They're going to check the track here.
Andrew Cates is the Disco Turkey is spewing some steam from the backside of that turkey.
I can smell that from up here. That was that fart maybe we were talking about.
No. That was his car. The Disco Turkeys don't fart.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. The 51 is definitely leaking oil. Getting the black flag now at the end of the field right here.
Well, maybe his car farted.
No. Well, yeah. I mean,
how many times have you said fart?
Usually I don't see.
I smell it up here.
I know, but that wasn't the car. That was me.
Oh,
but the Disco Turkey is now coming to the to the pit area right now, and that's a shame for Andrew Cates, the driver from Tobaccoville, North Carolina. You see his car on the screen right now. Disco Turkey in his way back to the pit area. Tysinger's Lawn Care sponsoring both of those machines, and he is those brothers really are in cahoots basically, or teammates basically with Junior Snow in his camp.
Okay,
they're very close friends.
Yeah,
and it's great because they help each other from a mini stock pit to a stadium stock pit to a modified pit and vice versa. It's awesome to see that sort of camaraderie here and friendship at Bowman Gray Stadium.
You don't see, like I told you,
except for up here in the booth. This is camaraderie.
That's camaraderie. Yep. That smell, it's great. But again, like I told you from the beginning of the broadcast, most of the time you don't have friends here, you don't have family here.
No.
So to see something to stay gel like that, that's awesome. That's awesome to see. I mean, for instance, you had the 24 working on the 90 car.
Well, they got together. They got together earlier this year.
Yeah.
So,
and so that brought out some tension between the two. Did they stay tight? Did he help him set up his car to be beating him right now? Probably not.
No.
Jimmy Brown letting them know one to go. Everybody looks like they're having a good time up there in the chicken coop. As you guys see, they used to call that on the backstretch chicken coop. Spotters used to be up there, but
that's the original press tower here before they built this mighty one that we're in here on the front stretch. And to note too that backstretch used to be the front stretch here.
Yep.
They flipped it here when I believe that was the year in '54 when they put in the grandstands in the U here in turn 1 and 2 and finished this grand stadium. That's the year that I believe they flipped it. Also, we got to give a shout out before we go green here. We're missing a key member of our booth tonight, Justin Mincy, the king of stats at Bowman Gray Stadium and the unofficial historian up here, and a good close personal friend of ours.
Yeah.
Hurt his Achilles heel.
Yeah.
We're hoping it will heal, and we're hoping it's not really a bad Achilles injury, but he is sitting at home watching on Flow Racing tonight. Justin, we miss you. This place right here is your place, and we love having you up here in the Flow Racing booth, and he's always welcome at any time he wants to come up here and brings so much to this broadcast week in and week out. And Justin's been texting us during the race too, feeding us some stats, and he's a unique one, man. He's just into Bowman Gray, and he lives, eats, breathes, and sleeps it. Oh, Stramiska goes low there and fakes the outside. Whoa, Chuck Wall.
Chuck Wall.
From 4th position will choose the outside on this choose cone restart. Very unique for the Stadium Stocks. The only race they do it in here. Zeno Marshall's Thunder Road Grill 50.
Now, a lot of people is not taking the high line, so it might be, again, the temperatures came down, the track's tightened up. They don't want to take the chance of getting them marbles up there. Now you got old Pit Tang up there that used to be Pit Tang. Now he's the Orange Pumpkin. We'll call him
let's
that.
just call him Pumpkin Tang.
Pumpkin Tang. He came up on the high side. Here we go to the green. Let's see if there's any mind games from these veterans here.
The top drivers of the Stadium Stock Division are starting in the front of this field. Green flag is out. A huge start. Wyatt Sapp going into the grass, though, on the front stretch. And battle is on for second place right now. To the outside, Chuck Wall trying to hang on the tough way around. Bug Stramiska on the bottom in that black and pink number 90. One of the fastest cars in the Stadium Stock Division. Side by side they go. The number 24 now to the bottom. A.J. Sanders, the blue car. The number 24.
Chuck Wall, he cannot stay out there. He's using up his stuff.
It's a 50-lap race here, and you have to conserve your tires and not heat them up too much.
Lap 15 on the board. Everybody settled in from 1st to about 9th. We got a little bit of a battle going on in 10th. But everybody settled in, seeing what they've got. This is the longest race for these guys. And back here in the back, we've got a gaggle of cars. And they going sideways, coming out of 2. and they hold on to it. I can't see the number there.
As we look at the front of the field, oh, there it is right there. That is the 27 of Austin Cates right there with sideways. Michalowski to the backside of the car. Cates is sideways. Here comes Sheets spins. Sheets spins right there, and the 04 Connor Sheets goes around, bringing out the caution flag. Second caution of the night for the Stadium Stalkers.
I was watching that the whole time.
They wrecked about 20 times.
They did. I know everybody was watching up front at home, but I was watching the back here. They were putting on a little bit of a show. I don't know if something was on the track or what, but the 27 got it sideways, at least wrecked 9 times.
He looked like he was dirt tracking around this place.
Well, now we got some grass on the track, but Jimmy Brown, he's getting it off, and we'll get back going here. But again, cautions breed cautions here. We've got a little bit of replay.
That was like a Doubleman twins there. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. You see the number 40 Gonzalez HVAC car on the outside. And, yeah, no contact right there. Connor Sheets just kind of gets loosed on throttle there and goes around by himself.
If I had to take a shot in the dark here, he's watched the 27 wreck about 9 times. So then when he saw him,
the cone's out already.
When he sees him go sideways that last time, he, reacted to that.
I love the fact that on this cone restart so far, Chuck Wall has just put it to the top. That is just putting it there on putting the wood to it. Just going to the top.
Chuck's got the guts here. He is a
sure
veteran
does.
here at Bowman Gray Stadium, and he had it tough out there up high when he took that cone the last time, and he still tries it this time.
This is good for Steven Sanders. He's mired back in the 8th position now. He was running about 10th or 11th. He is second place in points quietly, the number 8 car. So we'll see if he can make his way through the field. He's starting right alongside the points leader, Blaine Curry. Chuck Wall does not go on that start. We'll see if they flag it off. It looks like they're going to keep it going. Trouble now in mid-pack right now. Blaine Curry, your points leader, is in the middle of 3 wide. We have a spinner.
Turn 2. There we go. 74's
Matt Alley.
Tagged. He got tagged coming out of 2. No caution. We're still on the green.
Matt Alley has spun. All the action is going on in the middle of this pack right now. The 69 car towards the back of this field, towards the mid-pack. Blaine Curry on the outside. He is your points leader. Right now you're looking at the 4 leaders. The 4 leaders rocketing their way around Bowman Gray Stadium. Those should be the 4 cars that decide this race tonight. But the points leader is stuck at about 8th position on the outside of Brandon Krotz's number 69.
Completing lap 24. We've got the 51 back on track. That's slow. Everybody clears them. The top 4 pretty much settled in right here. Got a little bit of a distance between the top 2 from A.J. Sanders. Brandon Brittle holding off the 90 pretty well. Interesting line Brandon Brittle's running, coming off the corner.
Oh, here comes the 90s. Tremiska gets a good run off of turn number 2. He peeks to the bottom. Here he goes. Give Robert Bugs Tremiska the top spot. Here comes A.J. Sanders sideways off the north turn underneath Brennan Lee Brennell's white number 43. He wants P2. He's got P2. Here comes Chuck Wall. Here he comes to the inside. Brendan Lee Brennell moves from the lead to 4th.
Completing lap 27 this time by. Car 90 is leading. Got at least 2 car lengths on A.J. Sanders. But remember, Matthew, A.J. Sanders in the 90 has history here. And we're coming, and we got trouble coming out of 4. The track is blocked, number 2 and number 04.
Ken Bridges is also around. The 2 is around as well of Carson Reed, the 51 of Andrew Cates, who's back on the track. And as well, the second time around for Connor Sheets in that 04, who basically has the front end of the number 2 of Carson Reed's car lodged under his race car.
I did not get to see that till about the tail end of it. All I saw was the track
a mess.
Blocked. I mean, completely blocked coming out of 4. Out of 4, you heard me mention it earlier. Out of 4 in the beer garden is what they call that area. It's a pointed part of the guardrail.
He's not happy.
Well, most people aren't when they're here.
Put the evidence in the back seat, says Buford T. Justice.
There you go. Most people aren't happy out there. It's hot, groggy. They're beating and banging out there.
And look at his car. I mean, you can't be happy when you come out here with a beautiful machine like that Van Oy number 2 of Carson Reed, and he's not happy.
He's got to work on that late tonight.
He should be happy because he has some of the best hair in the field.
Look at that.
It's a nice mullet, man. It's
party in the back, business
up front. He's getting in his car right now and definitely not pleased is the driver of that number 2. Let's take a quick break on Flow Racing. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with the remainder of the Zeno Marshall Thunder Road Grill 50.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
All right, welcome back. Once again, choosing the outside line from P number 3 this time is Chuck Wall in the 81. Robert Stramiska is your leader. Bug Stramiska is your leader. Third position now is the great A.J. Sanders. You see Carson Reed's car being towed off the quarter mile. We're not going back to green, I don't think, this lap. We have a car stopped on the front stretch, and that is Wyatt Sapp's machine.
Unless he gets rolling, we could still go green, but he's rolling now.
No, the cone's still out,
No,
too.
Matthew will get it. Old Matthew Garrison will get it. Here we go.
Oh, this is great. My brother just came up to the booth. This is what family's all about. He just came up to the booth, my brother Bob Dillner.
Not going green.
Not going green, and scratched my back and said, hey, I'm taking Hudson. So he just took Hudson with his Racing Electronics headset. He's going out to the grandstands, and they're going to go sit and enjoy some racing. They've been working, of course. They got their Short Track Life deal, my brother, a little social media deal. And he's got his son Lucas here. They've been hanging in the booth, Lucas has, and Hudson. But they're going out there amongst the 15, 16, 17,000 people here to enjoy the sights, the smells, the sounds of auto racing. Get out of the air conditioning here. It is a beautiful night in Winston-Salem.
We couldn't ask for a better night. Like I said, it was hot and sticky a little bit earlier, but it's great tonight. We've got a great crowd, and not only do you have them sitting down here and standing right here in the bleachers, you've got them like all these Madhouse Maniacs standing on the edge back there.
Yeah, you see the shot that's right there of the wide shot there up on the top by that concession stand you see up there. They've got them. You know, a lot of people just come here and they stand against that stadium facade, and it's a really cool standing room only unique spot. It's such a beautiful view when you stand up there. It's just, you know, I mean, it's beautiful.
That's the view that I fell in love with this place. You remember
when you first walked in, right?
When I first walked in here, a good friend of mine, Steve Hensley, brought me here. He said, I don't need you starstruck when we bring the tour here, the NASCAR Winston-Salem Modified Tour. And that's exactly the spot up there, actually in the south turn. I walked in and I looked over, and this place was amazing.
Almost to my section. I used to sit on row 9, section 9 on the bottom. That was my seat when I came here. So many years I've come here, and every year I try to bring new fans, new people, family members to experience what is Bowman Gray Stadium. Got Higgy from NASCAR and his family here tonight. We gave away some tickets last week through Flow Racing, Bowman Gray, and Ticket Haas. So they're sitting in the grandstand. So if you've never been here, this is an experience, and you got to see it. 32 laps on the board, and we're getting ready for the restart here for the Thunder Road Grill 50 for the stadium stocks. The Buzz Bombers getting ready for the restart. Green flag is out. Stramiska jumps out to a lead. Will Chuck Wall file in? No, he's trying to hang on the outside, Jeff Buck.
We may have a caution. We got a car that is stopped in 04 over there in turn 4, and we've got him piling up in turn 2.
Big wreck in turn 2. Your points leader is involved.
Turn 2, we've got him on.
Smoking.
Down in there.
There it is. Carnage at Bowman Gray Stadium. Austin Cates' car, and the number 16 pulling away right there in the top of your screen. Number 16 black car is your points leader, Blaine Curry, and his damaged race car drives away from the wreckage. Oh, boy.
Not a good night for Blaine Curry.
Justin Owens' car, the 54 damage to 18 right there of Billy Andrews pulls away. And who is that? Is that the 56 of Andrew Mason getting out of his car? It is.
Yep. Getting out. Taking a look at the damage there. But that 27, that took a major hit right there. I'm not sure what happened.
Where's he going? He's not happy. And there's Cates' machine sitting there in wreckage right there, and he's going up to the left side of Austin Cates' machine, and he's going in there and showing his displeasure.
So remember, to 27, he was wrecking about 9 times around here.
Loose.
Cutting it sideways, very, very loose. He's probably showing his displeasure of, hey, get in there and work on it.
A nice little conversation going on here. See a lot of hand movement, but oh, is he helping him out?
He probably let him know he wasn't happy, and then he saw the situation and helping the guy out. Not unless he's saying, I'm taking this and it's mine now.
I don't know there. I don't think so, but they did look a little animated. Maybe they were just describing what was happening. Oh, Squeak just he kicked that those body panels. They got a pile back there. Man, look like they're going to sell those panels on eBay right there. You got yourself a little junkyard. And now he heads to the Midway Mobile Storage cart. No, he's going to take the long way home. No, he's going to his race car. I thought he was going to take the long walk.
I'm not sure he knows where he wants to go.
Well, I don't know either. His car is getting towed off, and he's going to take the long, lonely walk across the football field. He's on about the 30-yard line right now, slowly approaching the 40-yard line right now. Not doing his best, Eric Dickerson, taking the long way home.
He had a perfectly good seat and on the Gator.
Yeah, he could have just gotten on the.
He just wants to be seen. He wants to be seen.
He's getting
live coverage.
It's the hero walk, or it's the zero walk. Well, I don't want to call him a zero, but like this is the walk of shame. Sometimes here, when you wreck.
Hey, he just wanted to be seen by all these Madhouse maniacs, and hey, you got the airtime. Maybe if he had a suit like
Flying Taco,
the Flying Taco, a Probst.
Well, we got a beach in turn number 2, so let's use this time to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the exciting conclusion of Zeno Marshall's Thunder Road Grill 50 for the Stadium Stalkers live on Flow Racing. We'll be right back. We are back live on Flow Racing, NASCAR Weekly Racing Series Racing. Did I say racing?
You said racing twice, but
racing
hey,
twice, but I like racing.
We live
Advanced
and
Auto
breathe
Parts Weekly Racing Series Racing. Here at Bowman
Dodge,
Racing.
dip, duck, dodge.
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge me. Anyway.
It'd be hard to dodge you, buddy.
It would be. I mean, you see me coming a million miles away. I am not a small man.
Coming in like a wrecking ball.
That's the first time I've ever heard somebody sing, what's her name?
I don't.
Miley Cyrus.
Thank you.
On the
Whitney.
Flow Racing
Thank
broadcast, and I think it will be the last time.
Whitney would know who that is.
Of course, Whitney Houston up here, your better half.
Yeah.
So
God bless her.
Yes, she has to put up with you. But you guys are watching this. You've had the unique view on the flag stand for so much of your life here, Jeff Bunton. But lately, you've been watching live on Flow Racing. What do you think so far? The uniqueness of this place, you got to see it in person. But, you guys, have had the TV outside and been enjoying the Madhouse from a different perspective.
Yep, after a long day of fishing or some ball games, we go home and watch Flow Racing, the best place to watch any type of racing that you want locally. And to see it from that point of view and to listen to your best friend call the race, it's pretty awesome to do. When you guys have headaches here, I've noticed I've got an advantage. I can just hit the clicker and go to bed.
And you can hit mute, so you don't have to listen to me.
Yeah. Well, there's a few occasions y'all talk about.
I'm sure there's
stuff, and
people
I'm like,
that
mute.
there's plenty of people that click mute and don't listen to me.
But nah, you're good.
We got our I got our haters out there, especially when we got them fired up talking a lot about donuts the one time, and they hit the Bowman Gray Stadium Facebook page. By God, I can't believe, for the love of God, Donor talking about his donuts.
Well, it's got me wanting the donuts, and we haven't had any.
Guess what? It made me talk about the donuts more.
Yeah.
And the donuts are part of the Bowman Gray culture for the race fan. They sponsor race cars. Live the culture that is Bowman Gray Stadium, whether you're in the grandstands among the 16,000 strong or you're in the pit area or in the broadcast booth. Good, old-fashioned powdered sugar, cinnamon sugar culture.
That's right.
Boom.
That's right.
Oh, lights are out on top of the modern Chevrolet Blazer Pace vehicle, and we're about to go green as it pulls in, dips in around the 10-yard line here.
Chuck Wall takes the outside again.
Steven Sanders took the outside on that choose cone right there. Great to see. Quietly in second place in points.
They're going to give it to him with 10 laps to go on this 50-lap event.
This is going by quick, some of these caution laps. Of course, counting. Here comes
Chuck
the 81,
Wall.
the crossover.
Chuck Wall gave the little bit of lud tap. He's got his nose in there. He leaves the 90 on the outside.
Here comes A.J. Sanders battling his way to second place. Now Stramiska files in third. Brennan Lee Brendel in fourth. Steven Sanders fifth. The number 59 of Isaac Harris in sixth position.
Rock Harris would be a great gimmick name for a wrestler, but here we go, completing lap 43. Chuck Wall is holding on to that first position. Now you'll see a lot of, yellow is out, caution's out. We got dirt in turn 3.
Oh boy, the beach is back.
You done talk about fishing and now the beach. You've really got me wanting to go to.
I want to go to the beach.
Donuts.
My wife
beaches.
has been begging to go to the beach, so I've got to figure out a way.
Tell her to hang in there.
We're gonna make it happen.
We'll go. Family trip.
Family trip.
Did you notice I put you back in the best friend?
Oh well, so you used to call me your best friend, and then you call me my buddy officially. And oh God, the blower! What did that blower ever do to you? You just dropped that thing. It's spinning around like a dreidel.
What the world?
What in the world just happened?
I mean,
I love blowers. Don't abuse that blower, buddy.
That steel blower can handle it.
Yeah, true. It's tough.
Jimmy Brown gets the toughest equipment there is because this is the toughest cleanup crew in the business. Jimmy Brown, Squeaky Brown, brother of Jimmy. This is a family affair here. Tight group here. Everybody was wondering why they wear pink. Because they're men, and men wear pink. They're a tough crowd. Pink.
That's just not my favorite color.
Well,
it's okay.
Not much of a man.
I mean, Aerosmith's saying that it was their favorite color. It's just not my favorite color. It's okay.
You don't have to wear it.
I mean, Dale Earnhardt drove a pink car.
Well, this pink
K2.
car just took the outside.
It did. Robert Stramiska, Bug Stramiska, takes the outside there. The big move for one of the fastest cars in the field.
So see, he wore pink,
and that's why he's doing it.
He feels it. He feels that
extra oomph.
The extra
that pink
oomph
gives
of wearing pink. You won't catch me wearing pink. But anyway, here we go. We're
stacked up. 5 laps to go in the Thunder Road Grill Street Stadium Stock 50. One of the big supporters of Bowman Gray Stadium, Zeno Marshall's Thunder Road Grill, and a beloved sponsor of Bowman Gray Stadium Racing. Coming to the green flag.
Good.
Chuck Wall on the inside. Stramiska on the outside. Where will A.J. Sanders go in third position? He's going to try to get by the number 90 and move into second. Stramiska moving back to third. Brendan Lee Brendel trying to fill the hole sideways.
Oh, 90 holds onto it. We got ourselves a barn burner right here. Chuck Wall completes lap 47. You're going to see some respect racing right here between A.J. Sanders and Chuck Wall. I guarantee that. But the 90, we've seen him. Old Bugs get into the 24. Coming to lap 48.
2 laps to go around Bowman Gray Stadium. The veterans are up front. Chuck Wall, a 3-time winner so far this year, leads the way. The great A.J. Sanders in second. Now gets contact from Stramiska. Bug to the inside, coming off of turn number 4. Side by side, they come down the front stretch to the white flag. Cars are spinning everywhere. Mayhem at Bowman Gray Stadium. Stramiska slides to the bottom. It looks like the win is paved.
We're coming to the checker. There's no caution.
And there's a car out on the front stretch. And the number 81 wins.
Chuck
oh, my
Wall
gosh.
wins.
Chuck Wall wins the race.
There was no caution, fans. No caution. And Chuck Walls brings it around and wins the race. Number 90 comes off of turn 2, loses it under A.J. Sanders. A.J. Sanders tried to get it in there under the 81, but he did not have it, and they did not throw a caution.
I mean, there was mayhem. There was cars spinning on all 4 corners of this racetrack. There was smoke everywhere. And somehow it was like Moses parted the Red Sea, and what it gave was an opportunity for clear sailing for the driver of the Little Donuts.
So
Greg
remember,
Butcher Trucking, number 81.
Remember, the Orange Pumpkin / Pintang was not happy with the 81.
And he's showing them right now.
And 81 did win the race. Old Pintang comes up there, shows his displeasure. He could have showed it a little bit worse than what he just did.
Well, let's keep an eye on this victory lap here because, folks, the 7 of Josh Allison is still out there pacing just in front of Chuck Wall, who has the checkered flag. And the 7 is not very happy.
You think we'll see a cold trickle?
He's waving to the crowd, though.
You think we'll see a cold trickle?
I don't think so. I think now it's done. I think Chuck Wall knows not to pass him and to let Josh Allison pull into victory lane here.
And he does.
Chuck Wall pull into victory lane. But what a win. What a crazy Thunder Road Grill Stadium Stock 50. And, of course, the driver, the Greg Butcher Trucking, Tri-City Plumbing Little Donuts, number 81, his 4th win of the season and 29th career victory at Bowman Gray Stadium. The crowd is going wild. Chuck Wall is your winner. We didn't get Little Donuts up here, but he won, so the curse is not real.
I was looking forward to that.
I was, but hey, it's a Chuck Wall win is a win for donuts and a win for stadium stock aficionados.
If that finish did not explain what Madhouse Racing is all about,
yeah, I don't know what would. Here we go. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam.
Stadium stock 50. Chuck Wall climbing out of his machine, a victor for the 4th time this season. Let him hear it, race fans. Chuck Wall. Chuck, what a race. 4th time this season. I believe this is your first win in the 50-lapper. Am I correct?
Oh, yes. I've been hunting this one forever. And today I came over here. Cars ran the worst it's been all season. But first off, let me apologize to begin the race. The 71 was riding around because I don't know if I got some help from behind or not, or if I just misjudged it. I was kind of patting the gas, and I don't know if I patted the gas one too many times or not, and I turned him. I hated to do that. I mean, he was just running his line. But we was a rocket ship after that.
This is your 29th win of your career.
All right, folks, a big win and his first ever Stadium Stock 50-lap win. Chuck Wall is the winner of the Thunder Road Grill 50 for the Stadium Stocks. Let's take a quick break. Sportsman race number 2. The gloves are off in the first one. What will happen for round 2? Oh, boy. What a night of racing here. NASCAR Weekly Racing Series, Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series action live on Flow Racing from Bowman Gray Stadium. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, along with J.B. Cole, Jeff Bunton joining me in the booth tonight. Let's get you set for the second Barn burner. 20 laps on the docket here for the Sportsman, the McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Division. Let's go with your starting lineup for race number 2. Starting on the pole will be the number 51, the younger brother of Justin Taylor, the KevinSaysYes.com. Number 51 from Winston-Salem, it's Austin Taylor. Starting on the outside is the advanced North Carolina driver of the beautifully prepared number 22 machine. It's Wesley Thompson.
Starting behind them from Walkertown, North Carolina, in car number 2, Amber Lynn. Starting outside of her from Walburg, North Carolina, in car 54, Braden Mills.
Starting on the inside of the third row in the 5th position, the driver trying to rebound from a tough go in the first race, the Jerry Hunt Super Center's number 31 year points leader from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, high school student Chase Robertson. To his outside from King, North Carolina, Donkey Strong Racing, Wade Interior, KevinSaysYes.com, number 12, Justin Taylor.
Behind them in car number 38 from Thomasville, North Carolina, is Mitch Gales. Starting outside of him in car number 6 from Lexington, North Carolina, Kurt Sheets.
Oh, the next row is an all-kneel front row, all papa. Starting on the inside of that row from Walkertown, North Carolina, the Jerry Hunt Super Center, number 21, the master here of this division, Tiger, Tommy Neal. And to his outside, the Walkertown Auto Sales, beautifully prepared, number 07, it's young Riley Neal.
Oh, as the Bowman Gray Stadium world turns, this row is got from Lexington, North Carolina, car 28, Nate Gregg. On the outside of him, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, car 55, Zach Orr.
Oh, the two drivers that have been at each other, playing head games most of the season when they're not trading sheet metal. Starting on the inside of in the 13th spot from Yadkinville, North Carolina. He finished second in the first Sportsman Division race. It's the ever-ready mixed concrete number 19 for Michael Adams. Starting 14th. He's starting 14th by way of a redraw. He was the winner of your first Sportsman race, taking down his first victory from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in the Duggins Welding Machine. It's Sterling Plemons.
Starting 15th is car 15.
Oh, nice.
T. Dawson from Lexington, North Carolina.
Carolina Cowboys.
Starting 16th on the outside of him, car number 7, Lexington, North Carolina. Hopefully getting a rebound.
Actually,
from
Louisville, North Carolina. They get that wrong every week on the sheet.
You
not
did.
Not me.
Oh, well,
blame,
somebody.
what are you going to blame me for?
I always blame you for
I just
everything.
corrected it.
So anyway, Connor Branch, car 7, hopefully rebounding from that incident he had in turn 1 in the first race.
Well, I say that because his mom actually came up to me and was like, hey,
I
she
saw
was so
that.
polite.
I saw
She was like,
that.
I didn't want to tell you. I'm like, wait, you didn't tell me all year last year?
I told him to put you in a headlock.
She was so sweet. She was so sweet. She's like, we're from Louisville. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll get it right every time now. Anyway, the last row from Lexington, North Carolina, the CNC Lock and Key machine, number 98 for Billy Gregg. And starting scratch on the field from Walburg, North Carolina, it's the lucky number 13 of Tucker Myers. Second 20-lapper for the McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Division. This is going to be a barn burner.
You took my line. I was just about to say it.
He invented it. Green flag is out. Second 20 for the Sportsman Division. We've seen Amber Lynn do this before. She comes from the back in the first win, not running well, comes out with no hood on the car, and now she's your leader.
No hood on the car means more air to that engine. She comes out of 4 here. Keeping it in a good line, completes lap 1. You got Wesley Thompson barreling down her back, and he's got Chase Robertson behind him.
Chase Robertson tucked into the 3rd position there, and looking back further, sideways is Braden Mills.
Oh,
Braden Mills in the wall. Big trouble on the front stretch. The number 55 goes spinning wildly into the infield grass. Zach Orr, the leader, the winner of your first race, the 03 of Sterling Plemons, is around also in a fury of dust and smoke.
I hope we got that, because just like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, there is a point that points out a guardrail right there at the beer garden. The car 54, he was pushing hard coming out of 4, tagged it, took out half the field there. Everybody's rolling right now. Track's got some grass on it.
No big damage, though. I mean, I don't think I see anybody with big damage. It looked like he was going to tag that outside wall. I'd like to see if we have a replay, but I hate calling out replays when we don't have it. Sorry, director. That's a faux pas for any TV vets. But we do have it. Look at this. We got the best crew ever.
Now watch.
Braden Mills sideways.
And he tags it right here where it points.
That is a tough spot on the racetrack there, and he was all kinds of loose coming out of that turn.
Now, the Madhouse Maniacs, I'm going to challenge you guys to do this. You can go on Facebook, whatever you want. We need to name that point.
Name the point?
We need to nickname that area of the beer garden. There is a guardrail that points out there, kind of grabs the cars if they get a little bit up in the marbles.
I mean, I think that would be a good, I think we should start doing that.
I'm going to leave it to
Twitter, hit Twitter, or Facebook if you're, 65 years old. Did I say that? Well, there's good Facebook pages out there for the Madhouse. There's Madhouse Bowman Gray Stadium is a really good one.
Good entertainment.
Great entertainment.
But
A lot of the drivers participate. Let's name it. So Twitter, Facebook, let's name. There it is, the point that sticks out. Let's name that little point there. Okay, lights are out on the pace car. We are going back to business here. 3 laps into the sportsman race. Amber Lynn, the young lady from Walkertown, North Carolina, lines up on the point. She gets to the loud pedal first in the Mark Robinson for Governor number 2. Leads her down into turn number 1 and 2. Little bit of a bump from behind from the Specs 22. That clears the way for Chase Robertson, who moves into second.
Chase Robertson grabs second place from Wesley Thompson. Wesley Thompson is hung out high. The Tiger's not going to let him in.
Oh, boy, the Tiger is on the prowl in third position. But here comes Chase Robertson to the bottom. Gets a good drive off the corner. Give him the spot across the rubble strips, across the turtles. Amber Lynn trying to hang on. Now here comes the Tiger. Tiger, Tommy Neal, battles his way into second place. Past Amber Lynn.
Coming to lap 6. Chase Robertson's got at least 2 car lengths on the Tiger. They're beating and banging behind the Tiger and behind Amber. Wesley Thompson breaks loose, coming out of 4, holds on to it in the grass. He's got it.
Cars are spinning and sliding everywhere, and somehow we just saved it. I don't know, but here, you're seeing on the screen right now the 19 car of Michael Adams battling his way through. Adams spins around like a top. He's going around like a dreidel. Oh, my Lord. What was that?
I barely looked up and saw Wesley Thompson get into the 19. I'm not 100% sure. I just seen something in my provincial vision, however you pronounce that.
Hey, that's a good one. Spell that, Mike Tyson. There's the flat left rear on the driver from Yadkinville's number 19 machine, your top gun so far of this year, the number 19 of Michael Adams. Let's look at the replay of the madness that ensued.
If I had to guess, somebody got in his left rear and popped it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Here comes Wesley Thompson. Little payback. Ramps it up. Real hard contact to the backside of Michael Adams' car. And he gets in the gas right here saying, I'm going to try to save this puppy. And basically does the craziest set of donuts.
Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
You said donuts.
Darn it.
But see, that was my peripheral.
Peripheral?
In the corner of my eye,
Are you from Pufftown? Pufftown?
Pufftown. Did you mess it up again?
Did I mess it up?
You
Pufftown?
did.
Pufftown?
It's not Pufftown. It's Pufftown.
I didn't say poof.
Pufftown.
That's what you did. Pufftown.
Pufftown.
Okay, Pufftown is spelled P-F-A-F-F-T-O-N. There's tons of puff.
Listen.
That's why you got peripheral wrong. You're like, peripheral.
The reason I get that wrong in a few other words and a few other things.
Because you've taken too many shots in the head as a wrestler.
Thank you. To me, still
Look at these kids. Look at these kids leaning over. They're having a great time here at Bowman Gray.
Good deal.
That's what you like to see. Look.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Oh,
I think
he booed Austin Taylor.
Thumbs down.
Who boos Austin Taylor? I mean, come on.
Austin Taylor's good.
He's a nice kid.
He's a good dude.
And he's part of Donkey Strong, Team Donkey Strong.
You need a Team Shrek.
I do look like Shrek.
You need a Team Shrek. We got Team Donkey Strong, and there needs to be a Team Shrek.
If I go racing, it'll be there we go. Looking at there's the fans. There's the little boys and girls hanging over the fence.
Madhouse Maniacs.
That's right. I think that's down near Betty Beauchamp, our astute camera person, down on the wall in turn number 1, doing a fine job tonight.
Now, there is no cone in these races.
No,
this is just back to single file restarts. We're coming to 1 to go. Chase Robertson bouncing back from a unfortunate first race, but he's got the Tiger.
Yep.
He's got the Tiger behind him, ready to pounce.
And 2 weeks ago or so, we've missed 2 weeks of action, so 3 weeks ago, the last winner here in the sportsman ranks 3 weeks ago was the driver of the number 21 that sits in the second position. Thumbs ups and thumbs downs right there Oh, man, he's cycling through him. I can't even keep up. He's a star.
Here we come.
Lap 7 on the board of this 20-lap feature event. Chase Robertson applies the loud pedal. Coming off of turn number 4, we're back to green flag racing in the McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Division.
Chase Robertson with a good start coming out of turn 2. Tiger gives him some room. Everybody's settled in. Nobody coming out of line. Everybody's single file. Mind you, back there in 5th, you've got the 28 and 55 close together. Remember, that's a rivalry.
Oh, boy, I'm sitting there watching mesmerized, wondering, okay, what battle am I going to watch around this racetrack? Because, I mean, there's about 6 battles that could erupt at any point right now. Looking in the 3rd position right now, you have Amber Lynn in the number 2, and the number 12 car is all over him. That's the number 12 of Justin Taylor all over her. The number 2 of Amber Lynn trying to hang on right there. Both cars sideways at a turn number 4.
The cross flags are out halfway. Chase Robertson with a 4-car length battle. Right now, we're looking at Nate Gregg getting into the back of Donkey Strong a little bit, but Chase Robertson, he's doing real good.
Chase Robertson is your leader, but the battle is on right now behind them. The number 12 gets booted out of the way. He's going to lose the 4th position, Nate Gregg, and here comes Zach Orr. Those cars battling their way back through the field. You see it live here on Flow Racing. Nate Gregg, the number 55, glued to the back bumper of that number 28. 12 laps on the board of these aggressive race car drivers. Now will take aim at Amber Lynn's number 2 car, swallowing up a few car lengths, getting to the back bumper of Amber Lynn. Here comes the number 28.
So we're going to focus right now on Amber Lynn in this battle here. Chase Robinson's got a comfortable lead. Right now, Nate Gregg has got Zach Orr bearing down his back. Remember, that is a rivalry waiting to bowl over. Lap 14 on the board. They're settled in right here, just ready to make a move. Nate Gregg goes on the inside of Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn's not going to make it easy for him at all.
Amber Lynn has a handful
Trouble
with that car.
backstretch. Spin out, car 54. No caution yet, gang.
No caution yet, but now the caution
Caution's
811 yellow flag flies for Braden Mills, who's spun on the backstretch. I was just about to say, Amber Lynn's got a handful, dude.
Oh.
That car is not handling at all.
Not at all.
She is just muscling that number 2 around, trying to keep it on the bottom, and it is not happening.
See, the big thing about these races here, these twin 20s, the first race, they got a kind of idea of how to work on it.
Whoa, watch.
Whoa,
Braden Mills not happy with the driver of the number 19, Michael Adams, and he's making his displeasure known under caution here.
Wonder what happened there.
Well, Michael Adams is, honestly, Michael
car.
Adams is like a pinball tonight. Let's just say it.
His car, look, some people will say it looks rugged or whatever. That's a mean-looking car right there. That's a battle.
Yeah.
He's been in some battles
Battle-tested, buddy.
Battle-tested body. But like I said, the twin 20s, when they go back there in the back to work on these cars after their first race, that's an advantage for them because they get to see what this track is going to react to, the cooler temperatures and everything, work on it. Maybe she went south with her setups, from the first race. It's not handling good at all.
Well, we are going back to green flag racing right here at Bowman Gray Stadium. 16 laps on the board, 4 laps to go. Chase Robertson, your leader. Tiger Tommy Neal, Amber Lynn, Nate Gregg, Zach Orr. And, wow, we're going yellow because the lineup was not set. Billy Gregg was flying through the field to try to get his spot towards the rear of the field, and they threw a caution real quick.
So that tweet that we asked everybody to do, Marty Vaden comes out with one that's pretty good.
What?
For that name of that point coming out of 4 out of the beer garden. The Grabber.
The Grabber?
So that's one.
Okay, that's one.
That's one.
I mean, participation trophy.
Yeah.
At least you were the first. I don't know if I like the Grabber.
So thank you, Marty Vaden.
That sounds like something like either weird or like something like an old lady uses to pick up a can when she can't reach it and she's too lazy to bend over.
It might sound something from an infomercial, but at least he tried.
No, as seen on TV. No, let's not do that. Sorry, buddy. Take 2. Thanks for playing.
That's one.
Thanks for coming.
That's one. All right, we're going back to green. 1 to go. Speaking of 1, with 16 laps on the board, Chase Robertson and the Tiger and Amber and Nate. I mean, I can keep going with the superstars. I can keep going.
It is. The superstars of the Madhouse are on full display right here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Excitement for you on Flow Racing. Green flag is back out. Young Chase Robertson, the Oak Grove High School student, to the loud pedal into turn number 1 and turn number 2. Tiger, Tommy Neal in second, but the battle is now on for third position. Let's keep an eye out on that. Nate Gregg is going to be pressuring. Oh, to the backside goes Nate Gregg. A big shot to Amber Lynn's car.
Gave her a shot right there. Speaking of shot, that was a heck of a start for Chase Robertson. He's got a comfortable lead right now. We're coming to lap 18 with 2 to go.
2 to go, but this is the battle right here. Nate Gregg to the back side of the number 2 car, trying to get his way around, trying to get into the third position. He wants that podium spot. He wants it bad. Amber Lynn doesn't want to give it up. Coming to white flag, but oh, will he try again? Amber Lynn playing perfect defense there. White flag is out.
He may move her. He may move her. He's got AML wrestling on the side of that. He's going to wrestle his way around her. Coming to the checkered, Matthew.
Here we go. Chase Robertson comes around for his 6th career win at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Great run, great rebound from Chase Robertson. Now let's keep the eye on the field here. We may see some extracurricular activity.
Oh,
we do.
In turn number 1 and turn number 2, contact between the 07 and the 07 and the 12, and now contact between the 54 and the 19. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria at Bowman Gray Stadium. It's nuts, but guess what? Oh, you see the damage right there for the post-race contact, and it got the radiator of the Riley Neal machine, the post-race drama that ensued right there. And now your winner for the 3rd time this year, tying Michael Adams for the most wins so far in the year 2023, is the young Oak Grove High School student, Chase Robertson, a baseball player, the Rookie of the Year last year in this division, and now holding the points lead and holding the checkered flag around the famed quarter mile. 3rd win of the season, 6th career win. This great family, the Robertson family, is a staple here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
That is right, Matthew. Mike Robertson, he used to put on a show here and now.
Bryant,
Bryant Robertson. He was a character. I watched him run the whole entire football field after somebody.
Oh, this is going to be a pack. This is going to be a madhouse. Yeah, that's because we're at the madhouse. Look at the zoo of a victory lane. This is a very popular win for the young high school student. They're going to be partying at Sheets tonight, baby, after this one, like they usually do post-race. The 3rd win. Let's go down to Lee Pulliam. Let's go down to Lee Pulliam. He's the late ball driver. Randy Pulliam in victory lane.
Chase, what a whirlwind, 24 hours. I understand you graduated last night from Oak Grove High School.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience graduating. We had a rocket ship the 2nd race. 1st race, we had a really good car too, but, whatever comes around goes around. I like a little adversity.
At what point do you think you'll be able to just sit back and think about what a great season you've had so far? You graduated last night, your 3rd win of the season, 6th of your career. You opened the season with a win and went to your senior prom.
Yeah, this year has been incredible. I couldn't ask for more, but this wouldn't happen without my great partners, crew, parents, friends, and family. Without them, none of this would be possible.
How about thanking your sponsors?
Yeah, I just want to thank Todd Hunt at Jerry Hunt Supercenters, East Coast Wings and Grill, My Fry Pizzeria, David Kinley Services, Timothy D. Wellborn, and DWR.
Congratulations once again, his 3rd win of the season, 6th of his Bowman Gray Stadium career. Chase Robertson is going to head over to the Carolina Wood Floors winner's circle.
Wow, what a great scene in victory lane. A packed victory lane for Chase Robertson, the young driver scoring his 3rd win of the year. And Little Donuts came through. Chuck Wall won. Zach Taylor's up here in the booth. He just brought us 2 buckets of donuts. Oh, we're not getting out of this booth anytime soon, boys and girls. Powdered sugar everywhere.
Hang on. Give me a minute.
Well, let's take a quick break while we stuff our faces with donuts. Victory Donuts up here, Chuck Wall Victory Donuts, and celebrate Chase Robertson's win. Up next, the Midway Mobile Storage Chain Race. It's going to be chaos at Bowman Gray. This is so good.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
These donuts are so beautiful. I'm taking pictures of them right now
I got
while
my
I'm
mouth
trying
full.
to broadcast. Jeff Bunton has his mouth full. But we're going Midway Mobile Storage Chain Racing tonight for our novelty race at the end of the night. Let's give you the starting lineup. Starting first, the two-car pair in the 33, Marty Wilmoth and Steve Campbell Jr. And on the outside in the 49 will be Jeffrey Mosier and Rebecca Mosier. Those are the winners the last time we raced the chain race division. Starting in third, the 27 of Drew Jackson. And in the rear, Evan Renslow. Starting on the outside in fourth position, Mark Spriggs and Heather Jones, another female, in the number one pair. And then in this pair 7, starting fifth on the inside, Charlie Payne with hanging on in the back, Riley Grant. Starting scratch on the field, the number 21 team will be Trent Newman and Travis Newman. Here we go. That would be 6 cars times 2, which would be 12.
Don't ask me.
So these cars, okay, the front car has the gas.
Yep.
Has the engine, has the brakes, has the control.
Doesn't have brakes.
Doesn't have
The front does not have brakes.
So the front doesn't have brakes, but the rear car does.
The rear car does. The rear
And
car
steers.
does not have no gas at all. The rear
Does
car
not
has
have
brakes.
no means it does.
What?
Double negative.
You know it doesn't take much to confuse me.
Yeah, no.
Now I've got, you've got gas in the front and brakes in the back. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
They're chained together. You're about to see something that I'm telling you.
The kids
it's
love
gonna-
this.
it's
My
gonna be
boy's
spectacular.
down there with my brother and his son, and they are probably loving watching this chain race. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now the Midway Mobile Storage Chain Race is green flag at Bowman Gray Stadium. See the kids, they love it. 2 cars chained together, the car in the back hanging on for dear life. Ready, set, go. Here comes the number 1 team on the outside, trying to make their way. Charlie Jazombek style. They're sideways. They're wrecking in turn number 3 and 4.
Now the 49 is always dominates this. This is the Mosiers.
Oh, the 33
they're
cars are
disqualified.
unchained. They're
Yep,
done.
They're
They're
disqualified.
done.
Now
Now the
watch-
battle's on for the lead, going into turn number 1.
They got 1 lap on the board. This is a 10-lap race. The 49, I'm telling you, the Mosiers, they win everything that's the
They're
sideshow
amazing.
here. They're amazing. Now, they've got damage there because they got into the tires over there in 4.
But Charlie Payne, that 7 group, has come from the rear of the field right now. And then here comes the 27 bunch, Jackson and Renslow. Jackson and Renslow now on the bottom, underneath the pair of 7s. Little contact as they go by. Parts are flying everywhere. The Mosiers are out of control in the front stretch. Big battle for the lead right here. The 27 bunch is in the lead, but now trying to dump the second place car is the pair of 7s.
I think you might want to count out the Mosiers. They can't get under control right now. Back up front, they are sliding around trying to keep control over their brake. I wouldn't want to be the guy doing the brake. I mean,
Oh,
he's
my
getting
God.
dragged around here. They got it back under control, the car 7. You got the front car, the 27. He's in a comfortable lead.
Yeah, the 27, you see it on your screen right now, is your leader by a pretty fair amount, but they're now coming up on some lap traffic.
Yep.
And it's the Mosiers
You
who
can
are the
count them out.
perennial winners
Yep.
of these races, who are now going to become lap traffic, and the 27 doesn't want to pass them.
They're going to
They
make it
slow
difficult.
down.
They're going to probably pay them back. I'm not sure what for, but they may make it difficult for them to win. They just
Oh,
completed
watch
lap
this. This
4.
is going to let the second-place cars
Yeah.
catch them.
Yeah.
Now they know they have to pass them. Here they go. Now this has let the pair of 7s, Charlie Payne and Riley Grant, close in. But right now the 27 pair of Jackson and Renslow is in the lead.
halfway.
They're waving to the crowd out of the windows of the 27.
I wouldn't brag too much because you got the one that's coming quick behind
I don't
them.
know. Yeah, they're pulling some Leon Lett right there. Dallas Cowboys kind of flaunting there, and they're going to get the ball knocked out of their hand if they're not careful. Here comes the charge and Charlie Drzonbeck lookalike cars. Mark Spriggs, Heather Jones, the number 1 pair. That said, don't be silly. We're just going to send it on the first lap, and that caused some issues. But they are now in the hunt and now in second position.
Should be 3 laps to go. Lap 7 should be on the board.
I'll just let you call this. I'm going to eat donuts.
Oh, okay. Lucky you. 27 coming around the corner there. Comfortable lead. The one has got at least 8 car lengths on him times 2.
The one is trying hard here in second position, and I think they can catch him.
They need the 27 to slip.
There is the one team.
The brake car, he keeps breaking loose.
He's breaking loose, but he's having a nice tension on that chain right there, and that's very important. Maybe too much.
Looks like they're completing lap 8. So next time, Bobby, white flag for the 27 if the 27 can make it back around.
You know, the 27, the team cars, as they pass by the next time, if we see their hood, I think Flow Racing is sponsoring them.
Oh.
So the 27, the second car on the leaders, the second car, look on the hood. It says Flow Honda, Flow.
White flag.
They might not have gotten our Flow right, but hey, by God, let's just call them a sponsor car. Here comes the Flow Racing team, the 27, Drew Jackson, Evan Renslow. 1 pair of turns left to go out of the north turn for Motorsports Glory. Oh my gosh. It's a win in the Midway Mobile Storage chain race for the number 27 machines. Drew Jackson, Evan Renslow to victory.
Can you believe it wasn't Mosier?
It wasn't Mosier. That is incredible. They're stopping. They're going to do some celebrating. The fans are loving it. Kind of a tame chain race.
That was.
You know, the first lap was mass hysteria.
The first lap, the Mosiers took a hard hit over there in the tires in turn 3, and you could have, counted them out after that.
That was tame. I like it. I like a little bit of tameness. The last time we had
Demolition Derby
and Demolition Derby, it got a little crazy here at Bowman Gray.
A few mutants came out, I heard. But it happens.
You went the whole night.
Tonight, the Madhouse Maniacs came out full-blown, had a good night. That was a good, clean chain race, believe it or not.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Hey. Oh, there it is. Look at the hood. Look at the hood of the second 27 car. Flow Racing, Flow Honda. Here he's climbing out right now. Is it Michael Waltrip? Look at that.
That's a Michael Waltrip or Martin Truex throwback right there.
Yeah, that is. That's Evan Renslow. Evan Renslow. Oh, look at the dive.
My man. Elbow drop.
That's a Flow Racing, Flow Honda celebration. If I ever seen one, that guy must be a Buffalo Bill fan. Let's just stack the tables and rack them.
He gave Macho Man Randy Savage a run for his money.
Off the top ropes in the chain race. Oh, my Lord. Comp Cam's top 5 moments of the week.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Michael Waltrip ain't got he doesn't have a celebration like that. Sorry, Michael. Love you, buddy, but you've never done anything like that. I think he broke the window.
He did.
Get a shot of that windshield.
Get a shot of that windshield. Get a shot of that windshield in car 27.
Look at you trying to direct.
Let's see this.
Let's look at the second car. Here we go. This is incredible. Look, he just took out the windshield. Look at that. Flow Racing, Flow Honda windshield there. The 27 team, your winners, and that's a victory leftover right there. Call the chiropractor for you now. Drew Jackson and Evan Renslow with the chain race win for the Midway Mobile Storage Chain Race feature event tonight at Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, boy. Okay, if you haven't been to Bowman Gray, that's what it's all about, baby, stuff like that. We got so much more racing on tap for you on Flow Racing. Of course, so much going on right now on Flow with the Dream and everything. But keep it tuned in to Bowman Gray Stadium, NASCAR Weekly Racing Series action here every week. We got the Twin 50s coming up, some of my favorite races of the year. July 8th, the 100-lap modified race, the third one of the season. Don't want to miss that. And one of my kids, all the kids here at Bowman Gray's favorite night, Jeff, on July 15th.
Night of Destruction.
Wait. Night of Destruction.
Kids see. Yeah.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Yeah.
Anyway, for a complete schedule, of course, visit flowracing.com. If you've never been there, great editorial stuff, great content. It's not just live racing, folks. We have documentaries, we have films, we have awesome content. Check it out. Folks, what a great night here at the Madhouse. Of course, your winners tonight, Lee Jeffries in the modified division. In the sportsman division, first race, Sterling Plemons in the 03. Second race, Chase Robertson with a great win there. How about that win from Chase Robertson, buddy?
Absolutely. Chase Robertson going from 0 to hero tonight.
Cale Martin, winner in the street stock division tonight. And then, of course, a big win, first time ever in the Thunder Road Grill Stadium Stock 50 for Chuck Wall in the number 81. Big swings for some of those drivers in those divisions tonight, and one heck of a race night here at Bowman Gray Stadium. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, what's your favorite? Oh, wait, we got tons of Dillners in the booth, so we're going to spread around the love with the little donuts. Come on, Haley. Come on, Hudson, get in there. Okay, tonight we got to thank my friend JB. What was your takeaway from tonight? What's your moment tonight that you're going to remember after you go home tonight?
Just to be honest with you, calling this race with my best buddy at the Madhouse.
Aww,
pretty amazing.
That's a hallmark moment.
Pretty amazing.
I need a Kleenex right now.
Pretty amazing. But no, the great modified racing, good, clean, respectful, 100-lapper, one of the crown jewels here. That stood out. We had a ball doing that one.
All right, let's thank everybody here. Of course, JB, Justin Mincy nursing that foot at home. Matt Strickert, Letty Kavlin, Christina Herrera, Hurricane Herrera in the booth tonight. Lucas up there, and Hope, camera people, and, of course, Betty Beauchamp with the big camera work in turn number 1. All the people back at Charlotte, Matt Jackson, Mike Zylak, Alex the engineer, everybody at Charlotte for NASCAR, and Flow Racing headquarters in the great state of Texas, Austin, Texas. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Loved bringing you the action here, and keep it tuned in every Saturday night live on Flow Racing. Get your butt here to Bowman Gray Stadium. Still the most exciting of them all, right, Hudson?
Yep.
Why do they have to come to Bowman Gray?
Because it's
the Madhouse.
Because it's the best modified racetrack in the world.
Oh, that is saying it right there. So I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, and folks, I don't need to say much more. Until next time, we'll see you at the races.